Who are you people? Hello. Getting stuff ready. Also known as contacting affiliated parties. Hold on, I'll chat with you guys in a moment. I'm just trying to make sure I get last minute stuff set up. Shoot. Darn it. I forgot to turn off ads. I didn't want ads on. No, those ads are stupid. There we go. More accurately, I turn off ads when I'm doing streams live, because I just kind of like the interactivity a lot more. And then after the live is done, then I turn them back on. See, there's a lot of people in chat right now. All right. Give me a couple moments. Just trying to get like last little bits of contacting affiliated party. If you want to be part of the affiliated party subreddit that doesn't exist because I just made it up again, there is. I got a blue sky. You can use that to contact me for random stuff. Also got an email. Don't really send stuff out by email very much at all, But it's like a way of contacting. Okay. Got enough people to send. All right. Let's see. So, Jenner's here. So Ketchup's. Taz is also here too. Hello. Swedish Monkey's also here. Dean, put dispenser here. Yeah, later. If only I had a dispenser. I don't have a dispenser though. Anyways, Ketchup. Ketchup. Ketchup and tea. I'm gonna wait in odd silence as I stare Dean comfortably, confronting his own Hytale avatar. Imagine if Dean became Ketchup. That'd be weird. You're long, says Shady. You're short. That's your Ketchup. Oh, jeez. If I eventually actually make emojis, I might see if I can make like the "you're long" one, the "you're long" as like an emo, because that actually would be fun. There's so many things I want to do at some point. You're taking to Ketchup. You're taking to Ketchup. You're taking too long, Dean. Don't worry, I'm right on time though. Perfectly in time. Haha. Okay, I'll probably restate myself what I'm gonna say pretty soon, but what am I gonna be doing today? I've kind of thought about that. I'm not entirely sure what exactly, but I've thought about clearing out an area for like some tree farms, because I can actually make a bunch of trees stuff with like a lot of life essence that I've been gathering from my farms. I could probably just expand my farm too, but yeah, I can probably work on, yeah, I want to make a tree farm. Just a bunch of trees, get a bunch of saplings ready, stuff like that. Tess says, "You're ready or not?" Me asking my friend if he's ready or not in the hit FPS game Ready or Not. Dean must high, then he must hail. That's a new one. First we get high, then we tail. That sounds really wrong. But yeah, thinking of making a tree farm today, or at least like expanding out the main farm, as well as if I do have time, try to find some other creatures that I can procure, or convert into farm animals. have to get high, then tell a tail to play Hytale. It's the only way. It's the only way. Sip, 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 sip. Alright. I guess in a bit. Current project plans, like outside of the stream stuff. I'm still trying to get the last part of my my blind playthrough gameplay for Deltarune done. It's close, not really close. I think I should be able to get it out by Monday, I think. Been trying to see if I can get those gameplays out before then. I've thought about something for next week. Like probably on Tuesday. I've thought about this. So last time, before Deltarune Chapter 3 and 4 came out, I did something with some people and we got together a big bingo card thing. Basically trying to predict like what kind of stuff will happen in Chapter 5. I've thought about trying to see if I can get stuff set up to like see if we can get something like that next Tuesday. Basically just a big, hey guys, can we just all get together and try to predict what Chapter 5 is going to be like? I have some ideas of what, like some predictions that I want to talk about, but I just kind of want to get a bunch of other people's thoughts at the same time. So stay tuned for that on Tuesday. I'll post I'll put a blog post sometime later today detailing that, because today's going to be the last stream of the week. So I'll have a stream detailing like my thoughts on that. But next Tuesday, we'll get together and be like, what the heck is going to happen in Chapter 5 of Deltarune? And then I've thought about making a video on that too. Other video that I thought about, so since I've been getting into the Vidotube program quite a lot lately, I've thought about actually making a video on it, or at least the full version, and trying to go over a lot of what all the nodes do. Because I felt like one of the problems I had with the program was it wasn't very clear what all the nodes did. So I wanted to make a video trying to focus on that and just show like the use cases for everything. I think that'd be a good idea. After that, after I get those video projects done, theory videos. I want to get theory videos worked on. There's one that I've been working on for a while called the Second Voice Theory video, where I talk about who the hell the second voice is. I've got a good idea of who it is. And then when I was trying to figure it out or like confirm it, everything went crazy, because apparently there's multiple cases of people talking in silent and slow text, which is the same text that the second voice uses at the start. Then it went down a stupidly long rabbit hole trying to figure out who's what. It was annoying. Anyways, that video has been like 3 months, has had 3 months of development, and I haven't worked on it in 2 months. I want to finish that. So I'm really hoping to actually finish projects and get ready for that. Random Ultra Go fan has also stopped by and says, "Stay hydrated." I shall stay hydrated. Sipping the water. Water. It's Terraria. I'm Terrarian. Jen says it releases in April. I doubt it will release in April. I feel like it either, like, if it does release in April, it would be like very late April or sometime in May. But yeah, I feel like we are at least 2 or 3 months away from Chapter 5 coming out. Jen says there's definitely going to be a friend inside me thing. I'm terrified if Toby will actually do some kind of friend inside me joke. I know there's Jongler, like one of the mics, and he has a cowboy hat, and that's supposed to be a reference to at least the Woody connections to Mike. Shady says, perhaps the real Deltarune Chapter 5 was the friends we made inside us along the way. No! Why do you have to mess that up? No! Good grief. But oh yeah, on the bingo card thing, or at least like predictions. I've thought about making like I did this with the last one. I didn't really do a good job like showing off the last bingo card because that one's kind of lost to time. But the idea is we have one that's like, okay, these things will probably happen, pretty confirmable that these things are going to happen. And then I have a second board that's specifically on stuff that won't happen. Like, definitely won't happen. Like, actually, let's see if I can pull up an example. Let me pull up my example thing just to kind of show it off. Shoot, where did I put it? It's not in the... Oh, damn, where did I put it? Did I put it? Okay, maybe I might have put it in... Let's see, pictures, storage, Undertale Deltarune. Did I put it in here? Of course not. Oh. Of course I wouldn't put the bingo card in the Undertale Deltarune category of my photo album. Of course not. Why would I do that? Okay. Did I put it in video thumbnails for Deltarune? Was that a thing I did? No, not either. No. I know for a fact I still have them, but where exactly, I'm not sure. Oh well, Mike, this is not what I meant when I said rebuild my kids. Should have, he quote tweeted the Toy Story trailer. I really hope that I'm terrified for what Toby actually meant by the oh, we're excited to show you what we got when he quoted the Toy Story 5 trailer. Oh jeez. Why is there 5 Toy Stories? Why is there a 5th? I thought it would end around the 4th. No, it keeps going. Anyways, I had 2 bingo cards. One that had like completely normal stuff, and then there's Impossible Challenge. So I'm probably gonna make something like that too whenever we get around to it. Let's see. Mike, this is not what I meant when I said rebuild my kids. Tenna when seeing Titan spawn. Well, Jack Ghost is here. Hello, everybody. My name is oh, wait, wrong person. Hey, Jack Ghost. We're getting started soon. In Stars in Time music. Only problem I have with this music is that for whatever reason, whenever I wanted to like play this music, the song thing is like really, really small, so it doesn't like get the whole thing. I think I need to like manually go in and like change the title of the In Stars in Time songs in order to get them to display properly. Otherwise, they just kind of get cut off. Like, this stuff gets cut off. Let's see. Jacko says, hello, you're long. I'm long. I just had a thought about having a preset pose specifically for like a long version of this one. Actually, I have a... Where is it? I have a PNG that I made specifically when I think I posted it on my Blue Sky. Let me see if I can find it. Oh yeah, here it is. Burp. So I have this as like a PNG now. I'm long. I could try to have that as just a random pose I could do for fun. Hello everybody, my name is Deanspillabean, and today I'm gonna spill this can of beans! Dean throws an open can of beans across the room and ends the video. I would probably not do that, even though that would be very funny. I much prefer keeping my walls bean free. Tess says, I am whale. Hello, everybody. I am a fish. I am a fish. Come back, avoiding. All right, it's about 11 a.m. So I'm actually gonna start the actual stream stuff. So hello, everybody. It's Deanspillabean back on your screen, and today we're gonna get back into some Hytale gameplay. Yesterday we got a little bit into expanding the farm. I kind of wanted to do more farm expansion today, more specifically trying to get room for a tree farm, because I actually kind of got to a point where I think I just kind of wanted more trees. And the only way for me to get more trees is to grow them, and the only way to grow them is to use life essence here in order to make the saplings, and then I can actually create the trees. So I want to create kind of an area. I already have like some area over here, but I'm thinking on trying to expand this out a bit more, trying to flatten it a bit. Ooh, like spot. But probably turn this spot into more of a free-range tree farm thing. Other than that, I do kind of want to work on getting more creatures kind of fenced in here, just so I can have like more stuff to work with. I don't know what causes them to breed correctly, because they're just not wanting to at the moment. I don't know if I got something wrong. I probably do, but I'll think about that. Need to really quick though. I need to go to bed, guys. I need to go to sleep. Z. Add more creatures. Can of beans PNG just floats across the screen. I really should like make my own like bean PNG that I just use randomly. Let's see. I need to clear up my inventory. I need to like mainly transport a lot of stuff. I have let's see. I'm gonna just put a bunch of my tools in here so I can have room to move things around. So I have a lot of stuff. Let's see. I'll take this axe and then chop down all of these. Actually, that probably wasn't the best idea because I don't have any chests. I do have chests on me. Okay. I accidentally broke, like, more stuff than I needed to. Significantly more than I needed to. I've messed up everything. Oh well. Alright. We're gonna first try to get all of the plants out. I don't know why I did that. I thought it would be so good of an idea, and then it didn't turn out to be good of an idea. It was a terrible idea. So we're gonna get all of the plants and seeds first and get those in their own areas. I'm gonna focus on that at the moment. Also collecting the life essence. Go gadget, screw up the time signatures. Third Sanctuary so far has been one of my favorite songs in the whole Deltarune soundtrack, just because of how like unique it is. There's definitely a lot of other like fun songs. I think they're really good. And then there's this one, and it just like blows every one of them out of the water in terms of like how good they are. Let's see. I think I got all the fruits and seeds out. Yeah. All right. Let's see. I'll put life essence in this one. Life essence. Oh, I'm frozen. Shoot. Do 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 do. Great show of steal. Make a funny meme and use Hytale parkour clip. What's that Hytale parkour clip? Like, what would that be? Money bling bling. Kazoo cover win, lol. Is there not a Kazoo cover yet? I haven't been like keeping up with that, so I wouldn't know for sure. Let's see. I'll put wheat, plant fire. Actually, do I want to put all of these in here for now? Yeah, for now. I'll probably readjust things later. Maybe put seeds in that one. I have like a lot of storage, but there's like a lot of different plants. Shady says Dean has 404 videos, can't find the channel. That's still crazy that I've like amassed 404 videos so far. Which technically that includes like all of the live streams that I've done, all of the shorts that I've posted, all of the videos that I've made. It includes a lot. Oh, next thing I need to do is get all the tools. Let me see if I can get all the tool stuff. I already have like a bunch of tools here, but might as well put those away too. There we go. Three subscribers. Gretstein. I had 1,000. Like, shoot, when did I have 1,000? Hold on. I know I commemorated it with like a video. Hold on. Made a video that was called the 999 sub special because I was thinking of something else to do for 1,000 sub special and I just didn't have time for. Okay, so yeah, I had only 1,000 subscribers around 9 months ago with 286 videos, and then over the course of 9 months, almost a year, got like another 2,000 from that. And probably gonna get more by the end of like a year's time, which crazy bump up. Absolute crazy bump up. 5K gets a reveal of his bean collection. I'll just show like some literal baked beans. Let's see, I'll just put like my tools and random foods in here. Also put the chests too. Actually, let's take the stuff that isn't exactly plants, or not useful in this context. Apples? Actually, apples are something different. So I'll take that. I'll put all these in the chest above it instead. Okay. Where do I want the wood to go? I'm gonna get a bunch of stuff. Baking bean stream. Chill stream of baking beans. You know, I think it's really funny. Like, my name has bean in it, and there's like a lot of jokes about like, yeah, like spilling beans or baking beans or whatever. But like, I've never done anything related to beans ever. Like, I haven't made like videos saying, "Hey guys, look at these new bean collection that I have." Like, I've never done anything like that. It's just been, "Hello, I'm Deanspillabean. I haven't spilled any beans." And it's just been like that for like ever. Taz says, Dean, before the first fraud stream, I watched 2 of your videos, one being the mysterious item hole, and the other one being Chris and the Soul dialogue. Honestly, didn't even know knows your video. I actually made like I've kind of got like a couple concepts with like some of my new video, or some videos that I make, where I don't particularly make it obvious that that it's me working on it, but just like, hey, here's an interesting concept. Do you want to check it out? Oh, sure. Oh, wait, Dean made that? I actually kind of like that a little bit because it kind of allows more branching out. Of course, the channel that posts the video itself will not change, but kind of context around it I think would be nice. Of course, branding will be a difficulty, but if I wanted to do something like related to branding, I just put my face in there. Like there's some videos I upload that have my face on it because it's supposed to be like related to me more. Hold on, I needed to reset my character because he froze again. There we go. Let's see, store some of this away. Actually, I'll put the chests in here, yeah. So it's just kind of a concept that I had in order to more easily branch out. Does it actually work? I mean, one of the videos got like 100,000 subscribers on it, or 100,000 views on it, which is wild. I have not had a... Okay, fun fact. I've actually done stuff on YouTube before I've done stuff on this channel. It was on a Dota channel, which I still kind of have linked in, or I have like linked to, as in like it's just a thing I have a connection to still. I don't do much on it anymore because that relies on me playing Dota 2, which I'm gonna like use the words that some of my friends had. Some of my friends, we play Dota sometimes. They're like, Dean, you have some kind of black magic curse that causes you to play with like the most unhinged idiots ever. And it seems to have been holding up for quite a long time. As in, like, I could probably go on there right now, and no matter what, no matter how good I am, I literally just have this horrid curse where everyone on my team just wants to be the worst person ever. And, like, some of my friends were trying to see, like, oh, let's just queue together and try to figure it out. All right, good luck with that. They don't want to do it anymore. I'm cursed for some reason. I don't want to play it anymore. Anyways, I mentioned that because... Actually, I could probably pull this up. Hold on. I mentioned it because on that old Dota channel, for some reason, there was one time when one of the videos on there got like over 100,000 views, and that is wacky. But I didn't get anything from that. Let's see. See, this is the Dota channel that I do. It's a lot smaller than... But the main thing was I just played a lot of this Phoenix character. Let's see. My most popular video on here had 109,000 views on it. And it's like only 30 seconds. The whole video itself is literally just like some characters like getting eaten and absorbed into each other. Like, oh, this one's gonna go into that one, then that one's gonna get eaten, and then that one's gonna get eaten, and then that one's gonna get eaten. 100,000 views. Yeah, I don't know why this has like 100,000 views on it. Anyways, in comparison, let me see if I can find it. Comparison, if the Soul Could Speak Deltarune skit, 104,000 views. It hasn't reached the 109 from that video from eons ago. And there was still significantly more effort put into it. That being said, that's still insane. It has 104,000. But yeah, I used to do stuff on this channel, and it was like just talking about the character, the ability, or character Phoenix. And there's like a couple good videos here. A lot of like good talk about. I thought this was really funny. This was a bug. Like normally the Phoenix character can go into like this egg supernova form and explode after some time, but you can destroy it if you hit it a lot. And there was some bug. Let's see. There was like some bug that allowed an item blade mail to like hit the hit points. Ting 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 pain. Which it shouldn't have worked like that, but that was a weird bug, and I like bug reported that, and that actually did get fixed, which is cool. There was like a couple fixes that actually did. Like I actually did a lot of work to like show, hey, here's like some bugs that that the Phoenix character has, and some of those actually did get fixed. So thank me, I guess, for fixing those bugs. I guess, or at least reporting them. 104,000 views in 4 months is way cooler than 109 in 4 years. That is, you know, very fair. That is a bigger deal to get like 100 and 104 in only 4 months. That is a big deal. I think that one probably honestly, I'm gonna be blunt. Actually, I'm gonna be frozen. I honestly think that that older video won't last very long, and it kind of didn't. It's kind of like faded into obscurity. It hasn't gotten like any views ever since I uploaded it in like a couple weeks afterwards. However, the voices the Soul Talks to Chris video has gotten significantly more viewership and has also been more consistently getting people to watch it. As in, like, it's something worth watching even after it's relevant. And that's kind of why I wanted to make it like that. I wanted to focus on, like, making it good so that it lasts longer. And I think I did a good job with it. Now, I want to see if I can do that again with something else, but every time that I think about something that's like a follow-up, it's like I really want to think about what I want to do with it, because I take my writing very seriously. Whenever I want to make like an actual if I want to make something that's based off of like one of those stories, I want it to be very accurate. So I work really hard to make sure that I have stuff as like accurate as I can, which is kind of why the video itself felt kind of like somewhat accurate. So whenever I make another one in the future, I want it to also be just as accurate. Of course, the issue is that I won't be able to get it out as like fast as I want, because I got like some high standards to get in it. Anyways, I transferred all of my items over to the shed. Very cool. Let's see. Hey, are you all like? Can I try to do the duplication method again? Are you gonna like be fine if I just try the duplication method? Yeah. You like the food? They like the food. There's probably some like specific method to actually doing the duplication method. I might need to look that up. Chris held her breath and smiled. Don't make me Snowgrave, child. Beltran Chapter 4. Holiday home, but Soul won't shut up talking to Chris. But the soul is good. The soul is good as bad. Actually, like a follow-up that I've thought about wasn't like the soul talking with Chris, because like, I mean, I've already done that, so I wanted something different. Idea I had is, at least in the lore that I have for like the Chris or the soul talking with Chris, let's see, trying to make that. I wanted to make that consistent, like in that story, only the soul can talk with Chris, or Chris can only hear the soul. So like, the soul can talk in general, but no one else can hear them. Except in like very specific circumstances that not even it understands. Oh, just some stuff's here. Hey, just I got a bunch of. I'm trying to do a bunch of harvesting. Also got like got yesterday's shed kind of filled in. I got some of the stuff in here now, which is nice. Oh yeah, I need to. Let's see if I can move. Actually, I'll need you. I'll put you back in there. I'll put these old pickaxes in. Keep the dagger. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, there we go. But, let's see. So only the soul can talk with Chris, so no one else can actually hear them. So it kind of makes, like, for some interesting conversations in areas. Or in, like, some storytelling where, like no one else can hear the soul, but they could probably see it. Like, that was like one idea. I had a freeze, yeah. I'm fine now. Deltarune Chapter 8, but Chris goes to sewer. Goes to sewer. It's not school anymore, it's sewer. Good grief. But I had an idea where I wanted to explore, like, the mentality of the soul a lot more. Like, one example I have is, like, I full-on believe that the soul that you play as in Deltarune is supposed to be the same soul that, like, you specifically play as in Undertale. Which is to say, like, the Undertale soul has been transported to Deltarune by unknown means, probably, of course, by Gaster, but by unknown means. And you're trying to figure out what you can actually do now. I also think that that the soul is sent here because it has the ability of, it has the rewind ability that determination provides. And I full on think that we're supposed to use our determination powers to find some kind of big answer to Deltarune. Or at least that's why we're here in the first place. Is that actually what's going to be going on? Not sure, but I full on believe that. So I wanted to make some kind of follow-up story that centered on that idea. That like, the soul is the same soul from Undertale. Oh, froze. But trying to, like, work that into a stories. It's not difficult. It's just like I wanted to make something that kind of works, and I guess I'm having a hard time figuring out something that, like, works for me. The Seoul is the capital of South Korea? Why South Korea? Oh, my scythe broke. Oh, I should probably make an iron scythe just to make it last longer. Are you in the determined mindset because your soul because your soul because your determination? It's more like, oh shoot, do I need when did I freeze? Good grief. When did I freeze? There we go. In a moment. I'll be back. Hello. Hello. Oh my gosh. That's funny. My game froze right as soon as I was loading in my avatar again. Come on. Show yourself, me. There we go. Okay. I need to get some iron. There we go. But yeah, I think not only do I want to make like a skit video that kind of focuses on the soul's like lifestyle, oh god, I have so many ideas that I want to do for it. Like, I even wanted to make a theory video kind of talking about, oh geez, this has the Iron Scythe has a bigger AoE. Oh, wow. Alright, cool. Swipe, swipe, swipe. Let's see. I'm trying to think about what kind of crops I want to do next. So I got all the lettuce done. Oh, not all the lettuce. Still a bit left. There's so much stuff I'm getting. Jeez. I could do. Actually, I want to see if I can make eternal pumpkins. Uh-oh, I've entered frisk mode. I'm now perma-frisk. I'm frisk. Dean, you asked why the Sur, and it's probably because it's the biggest, most important city in South Korea, you know. Oh. Literally didn't know. Never been there, or haven't heard much about South Korea, so I literally wouldn't know. Let's see. So I got a bunch of life essence. I'm gonna see if I can make a bunch of pumpkin stuff. Let's see. I can't make that many pumpkin bags. Jeez. I just need to make a bunch of pumpkins, don't I? Yeah. Alright, I'm trying to have, like patches of eternal plants for most of the plant stuff. And I want to see if I can get the ones for pumpkins, but I need, like, 30 pumpkins in order to get, like, one eternal seed, which is ridiculous, I think. So I'm gonna have to take some time and just plant, like, a bunch of them. I do like the new charge up of planting water like that. That's fairly nice. Sarkash is here. Give me some what? Give me some what? Anyways, hello. We're trying to see what we can do with this area. That's only gonna give me 2, right? I'm gonna have a bunch of pumpkins. I'm gonna have so many pumpkins. Surely it would be enough eventually to get eternal seeds so I can have more pumpkins. Kit Kat Formula 1. Chocolate is probably faster than... because something broke down around the outlet. What? That's confusing. Are we high up our tail still? Technically, yes. I believe we are, last I checked. Charge up water. Charge up water. Charged water. I love charged water. I love charging my water. Charging my water bills. Dean spilled the coffee. We're about to push out a creativity meter to 300%. Oh, speaking of a creativity meter, that's very similar to a phonometer. I haven't done any developments on an actual phonometer, but I have found out that the Vidotoo program that I use does have a feature that's called, or it can interact with things called WebSockets, which means, like, I can try to say, hey, connect to this one website and take information from it. And then it takes that information and then it can do something with it. So that is to say, I think it's possible that I can make a phonometer. I just need to research how to use WebSockets in order to, like, make that work. Which is to say, there's a chance. You meant socks? What do you mean socks? Gonna increase the funnel meter by negative 95,124%. Why are you being so precise? Hytale is sounds a lot like Hytale and it could be a arch nemesis of Undertale. Hytale. It's a new take on Undertale. Or is it Height Story? Welcome to Height Story. Okay, let me get some of these back. Eternal corn. I need to check how many more corn slots I need for my eternal corn. Mike, tear down the set. Tear down the kids. Tear down my wife. I don't think Mike will do that. There are some limits to what Mike is capable of doing. Not again. I'm still very confused on why this happens. Because, it's like, I think it is something to do with Hytale, because every now and again it just, like, bugs out and freezes. You can show us the cow. Cow's punch. Here's the cow. Cowabunga. I'm not precise. If it was precise, it would be a very arbitrary negative 900 or negative 95,000%, just says Sorkesh. When he disappears, it is canonical that the mug is talking. Yes, my mug. My mug talks. Let the mug do the talking. Okay, so I need about 2 more corn in order to max that out. What was this one? This one was carrots, wasn't it? Yeah. We'll work on the carrots. Carrots. Oh. Convert all to eternal. There we go. We'll just try to plant a couple more carrots here. Hey, Tenna, what's the 19th letter of the alphabet? It's T. It's T. I probably need to have that joke on speed dial in my mind, so whenever someone asks me in chat if I am playing as Tenna, I can be like, it's T. Otherwise, it'll be really awkward, like, huh, what makes you think that I know that letter of the alphabet? Oh yeah, god damn it. The mug is talking. The mug is currently talking right now. I am the mug, and I'm currently talking. Hello. Hello, my name is Mug. Mug, mug. Mug, 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 mug. Mug, 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 mug. Mug, 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 mug. Pop. I'm back. Oh, shoot. There we go. Water. He's ready already? Okay. I have way too many carrot seeds. Luckily, I have areas to put them. Or one area, at least. I probably need to make, like, a whole other field at some point just to house more seeds that I get. I guess I could put them in here. Le gasp, Dean said his first curse word. I've said so many curse words. It's not new. Who said I'm family friendly? Did you say I'm family friendly? I'm definitely family friendly. Bleep. Bloop blip. Blop blep blip blop. So many words that that the censor house have to censor me. There we go. He doesn't have sensors. Because he could say, the sensors are killing me today. Oh no, the sensors are gonna kill me. Gosh. Why is farming such hard work? My gun is family friendly. V2 probably. Part of me doubts that V2 would say that. Okay, I think I've kind of maxed out on it. I'm gonna see if I can go use the bed and then like time scale a bunch of this away, or time scale it in general. That lamp has a small ass. I think that's ridiculous that is an actual line that he can say. That lamp has a small ass. What did thou say about moi? I really like this scythe. This scythe is really nice. Put carrots in here? I didn't mean to put carrots in here. The carrots should be in here. There we go. I have eternal carrots. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of pumpkins. Gene is farming in a video game and says it's hard. You told a teenager... If you told that teenager me right after I pulled a small potato field, I would have been absolute ape. To be fair, what I mean is like, oh man, this is a lot of work. Like, it feels like I'm actually doing like farmer farming activity. Well, I mean, because I am, but... Let's see, get that, and... Oh, good, I can only make like 4 of these, okay. Wow, that's a lot of pumpkin seeds that I was able to make. I need so many pumpkins, jeez. This is crazy. I want to try and like max out the pumpkin stuff kind of quick, mostly because it's like the biggest essence to vegetable. What I think it's a vegetable that I can get in terms of like a conversion rate. Because I need to. Oh, can I harvest? Thank you. Because I need to like get a bunch of life essence, and I started out with like a lot of wheat, which is why like all the wheats are eternal here. So I can get like a lot of wheats and convert that into life essence that way. However, if I can get like all the pumpkins up and running, I can get like 8 times that, kinda. So it's very worth it if I can get the pumpkins. The problem is I need like 30 pumpkins for 1 eternal seed, which that's just a lot. But that's just what I'm doing right now. Is that Driving in my car after a beer. Hey, that bump is shaped like a deer. Okay, let me check on carrots. I think I have my carrots like not maxed out, but just kind of like semi-maxed out anyway in terms of like how many Eternals there are for like 1 bit. I love running through the wheat field and just like using the scythe on all the stuff. This is actually really fun. Right, put that all away for the moment. Say it's not friend-shaped. What do you mean Ralsei isn't friend-shaped? If not friend, why friend-shaped? Oh gosh, he's not friend-shaped anymore. What happened to him? He undergone some kind of insane transformation. And is now insane Ralsei. He's insane now. He's crazy. He knows too much about the prophecy and he exploded. Ralsei exploded, everybody. Ralsei's gone. We've lost Ralsei. Ralsei's lost to the plot. No. Deltarune fans are going absolutely ape after the monsters. I'm gonna drive in my car. Okay, let's see. What kind of words are basically like definition of Undertale fandom? Because right now, Toby has succeeded in making us all terrified of water coolers, unironically. It's gotten to the point that like I see a water cooler in another game and I'm like, are they gonna make this water cooler fight me for some reason? I literally thought that every time I encountered a water cooler while I was in Ultra Kill's fraud lair, because they kept making you go through office levels and they just keep throwing water bottle stuff everywhere, or water coolers everywhere, and none of them did anything. But all the time I was like, why is there a water cooler here? It should not be here. Why is it here? And I kept asking myself that all the time. No payoff ever happened. But I was on my toes in the desperate case that something would have happened. Or the one case that it would have happened. Did that convert all of the wheat? Oh, that converted all the wheat. Oh well. Dean, each time you said eternal, had a second thought. Do robots dream of eternal sleep? Shoot. Oh yeah, the Ultra Kill song. That honestly is such a good song, though. Like, it is really good. It's like one of my favorite tracks of the album, or of the whole game. But yeah. Let's see, long. Every time any of us hear the word long, we have to follow it up with "you're long," and that's a permanent thing. You're too long. You're taking too long. So that's something we all get stuck with. For me, pipes is another one. Mostly because for whatever I remember, like one of Tenna's conversations was like they're crawling out of the pipes. They're coming out of the pipes. They're crawling out of the pipes. Where are they going? I don't know. And then he goes insane. There's like no reason for him to say they're crawling out of the pipes, and he just kind of has that. And for some reason, pipes. Every time I think about that, I keep thinking about. I just keep thinking about it. I wish I was long. You're long. You should make a cover of Bergen meme. Why would I do that? I'm not that good at singing. As in, okay, let me be more accurate. I am good at singing. I can sing quite well. It's just whenever it comes to like making like musical covers, that's just not a thing that I'm like naturally able to do. I'm smarter than you. We're in a dark zone. Oh, if ever we get into like a dark room, we're in a dark zone. You found yourself in a dark zone. Okay, that one I at least like locked in and actually was able to do something kind of neat. Every other time I try to do lyric stuff, it just doesn't click very well. Fish. I actually survived a lag spike. Oh my gosh. Let's see. I'm actually okay. While I'm waiting for all these pumpkins to grow, I'm thinking on making another large wheat field or a large like crop field type thing, like very large. No, didn't I want to like make some tree stuff though? Shoot, why are we Sonic to DXE now? I really don't know. Okay, this. Oh, are these like ready? No, they're not ready. They're not quite ready. Let's see. Thought, I could move these guys. I could move these guys to somewhere else and try to use this area as like another crop field because I kind of need that. I know you say wheat field, but I hear weed fields. Good grief. I'm gonna move these guys over. I'm gonna move these guys over a bit. So I need some building stuff. I'm gonna try to like reposition these guys a bit. Idea is I literally just kind of have a move over. Let's see, 3 block. Now, of course, I have to be on the right orientation for that to be on the outside. Of course. Dean, do not move these guys. Do not move these guys. Remember yesterday. Well, okay, no, I know how to move them better. I know how they work, but I know gates don't work very well. Which, I'm kind of annoyed that gates don't work very well. Like, I'm really annoyed of that. But, let's see. I'm just gonna, like, brute force get them in an area. Like, not even, like, lure them into a gate or something or be very particular. No, I'm just gonna, like, drag them in there, pretty much. I'll be like, bro, look at this lettuce. And then they're like, ooh, lettuce. And then I just lure them in here. Watch this. Watch this. I'm going to be so good. It's going to be so easy. I say as they... Okay, there we go. And there we go. Okay. Block them in. Huzzah! Uh-oh. Oh no, they're angry. Why are they angry? They were angry. What? Why did they have the angry effect? What the hell? Hey, that deer is shaped like a bump. There are technically deer in this game. None of them are bump-shaped, however. They're angry cow. Yeah, I don't know why they were angry. They're like, hey, we were just here, and you decided to move us? How dare you? You kind of downgraded their house. No, it's better. It's way better. They get a better view of the countryside. It's definitely what's better. Okay, have this. Yeah, you're happy now. You ate the lettuce. You're fine. I mean, if I was let out of my house by 16 gigabytes of RAM and I got locked into a shack, I'd be mad too. Well, to be fair, this was food, not RAM. Although I guess RAM is also like food at this point. Can I just complain really quick? Okay, so we're gonna like break the economy really quick by like having this industry-defining technology. Okay, that's pretty cool. Hey, what do we need to do in order to get it to work? Oh, we need like all of the graphics cards that everyone can provide, because this stuff is expensive. So we're gonna need like the best equipment ever. Okay, don't worry, we'll provide that. Hey, thank you for all the best equipment ever of all the graphics cards. We got an issue. What could possibly be the issue? Yeah, it's not enough. The heck you mean it's not enough? It's just not enough. We need more to fuel our capitalist mentality. We need the number to go up exponentially faster. We're running out of time, so we need to consume more in order to get this to work. Oh, so do you want us to make more GPUs? Because that's going to take a while. No, we don't have a while. We need it now. And then they decided to take up everyone's RAM. Why? Because it was the most readily available resource that they could use. And now we're going to be without RAM for a bit because it's all going towards something that's not really going anywhere. Or, okay, let me be more specific. The whole AI stuff, it can go somewhere. I've seen some really good applications for it. If people would actually, like, use it for something instead of nothing. Like, there's just been so many cases of them using it for, like, useless stuff. Like, we don't need massive image generation programs. We don't need that. We really don't. Like, it's not, there's kind of no point to doing that. Or video making stuff. In fact, it just makes everything fake. Or it has a better chance of making everything fake. Instead, they just are completely fine with everything going crazy. There's no friend inside this PC. Here, Rosie says, I want the AI doing my dishes and cleaning my floor, not the other way around. Okay, honestly, there are still like some good applications I've seen for the whole like AI learning algorithm stuff. There was one case. There's like a medical use for it, of course, where like they can analyze an insane amount of like gene data and be like, hey, wait a second. This one specific strand of DNA in the sea of like billions of neurons or whatever actually causes cancer. Idea! Let's just get rid of it because we can actually find it easier. Like stuff like that. That actually sounds cool. Hey, we're gonna use like machine learning algorithms in order to piece together a fruit fly brain. Well, ain't that cool? Now we can have like a fruit fly brain here. Why do we need that? I don't know. Maybe we need a fruit fly brain. No joke, that's an actual thing that happened. They were able to like map out the brain of a fruit fly and actually, I just saw like a thing that they were talking about. Hey, we got the fruit fly brain running a video game and it just acts like a fruit fly, which is funny. Literally putting it in the Matrix. Anyways, that's cool that they can actually make like a brain though, or like at least a brain copy. That's impressive. Other uses in some like video creation stuff besides making videos, which I think is kind of a waste of resources. I've seen like I think the Corridor crew made a video talking about how they could use the machine learning algorithms to like make the perfect green screen, where it actually is able to figure out the best way. Did I just find a wild pig and that was a new thing? What do you mean I've never seen you guys before? I've seen you guys before. Oh well. Oh yeah, protein unwrapping. But that stuff does go back to like 1990s. AI tech bros aren't the first to the party. True, but like it's the new technology allows that kind of stuff to be done significantly faster. Like it's definitely been a thing for a very long time, but with AI it actually is able to, or machine learning algorithms, I should be precise on that. You can off of a massive data set able to find these things significantly faster and easier. And it doesn't even need to be like specifically automated by the machine. It could just be like, hey, I think this is it. I ran through all my algorithms and I think this is it. What do you think, real person? And you can be like as a real person, be like, huh? Yes, this is real. Thank you for finding this. Yay! I am a machine and I have done something correct, says the machine. We don't need it making decisions for ourselves. Just like, at least be notified of like, hey, here's like this thing that's going on. Anyways, the technology is cool. I just wish that like the tech industry was actually like competent in making cooler stuff. Wait till Nico hears about that. Hey Nico, what do you think of this machine? What does it do, player? Oh, it allows you to like figure out the best circumstances for doing specific jobs or something. Well, that's pretty cool. There's that one AI VTuber that went entirely on the internet starts hating AI. Are you talking about Hytale? I think it's like the one AI VTuber I know of that is actually like good at what he does. It's actually kind of cool. I haven't watched his streams in a while just because I've been like busy doing other stuff, but like I check on it every now and again. Like, what do you mean they have a whole 3D model now for some reason? That's cool. Like, Hytale is working hard as hell to make it as, like, functional of an AI as possible. But also, he isn't letting the AI letting the AI make all of the decisions. He does a lot of the stuff himself. Like, he goes through a lot of work to make it possible. I have to commend the amount of work that he puts into the project. Alright, so got another crop field area. Ooh-wee. I'm gonna get this all watered, and I'm gonna just fill it with pumpkins. Because I just need pumpkins. Suggestion for the devs. Whenever it's raining, make it so that everything gets moisturized. That makes sense. Mass harvest of pumpkins. Pumpkin harvest. There we go. I keep thinking, one idea I had at some point, I'm probably not going to do it because of how much work it would probably be, but getting some kind of companion app, call it Mike. I keep saying that that's like a thing that I have as like an idea, which it is. It's like one thought that I had. I don't think I'd be able to do it for a while because that is not a field of expertise that I'm in. In the meantime, I can just do a lot of stuff that makes it look like that there's somebody else doing things, but no, it's actually just me being very good at like the whole setup that I have going. I'm really good at playing as multiple people. Let's see. Can I put you in here? Oh, I'll just put the iron in here too. Taz says, Nico, do a robot impression. Nico does robot impression. Suddenly, V1 Ultra Kill appears and explains that robots don't eat batteries. That was such a silly conversation. Robots don't eat batteries. And then Nico feels very embarrassed. Hey Nico, you should ride the Roomba. Oh, okay. We ride at dawn. Some of these rice seeds in here. Ben Libera's here. Hi there, God of Hyperdeath. I'm not the God of Hyperdeath. That's the guy next door. But a second close thing, I'm made of paper, which is kind of neat. I can fold myself indefinitely if I wanted to. I don't want to because it's very difficult to unfold myself indefinitely. Have you ever been folded indefinitely? I have. It took me forever to get unfolded. True story. Anyways, at the moment, trying to, just kind of working on my farm, trying to expand it out a bit. Trying to get, like, tons of pumpkins. Well, you look like him. I mean, yeah, I do look like him. That's because I was inspired by Asriel's makeup, or whatever. Whatever the proper wording is. Let's see. How many of these can I make? Not many. Only 4. Yikes. I only make like 4 of these pumpkin bags. Jeez. Sarkaz says, I eat batteries. Am I a robot? Robots don't eat batteries. Ben Labor says that I am Spampton. Gee, Spampton. No, you're not. You're Ben Lambert. You should change your name and change your profile picture and then say you're Spampton. You got the text down though. I'll give you that. You got the text thing down. But you need to change your profile to Spampton. Slurp. Spampton, G Spampton. Ah, slurp. All right. Oh yeah, I need like a bunch of pumpkin seeds, don't I? Like a bunch of pumpkin seeds. All right, that should be enough. I don't know how. You don't. All right. Well, all you have to do is go to the donate to Dean page and then give me the funky letters on the back and give me like $20, and then give me 19.99.97 Chromer, and then I'll tell you the secret. But if you were able to do that, then the hint that I would give to you is to go to your YouTube page or YouTube homepage or something, the settings, profile picture, and change it there. I've seen people being able to change their profile before, so I'm pretty sure it's possible. I haven't truly done it myself a whole lot, but I'm pretty sure it is possible. Anyways, that's what I would say if you were to give me 1997 Chromer. Oh, I froze. One second. Gonna unfreeze. Anyway, speaking of Spampton, I just kind of thought of something else. So, I've been getting into a lot of like Avatar side projects, and I've been trying to think about like different avatars to actually make over time. Whenever jeez, all of this is drying before my eyes. Jeez. Oh, no, that's not well. Okay. Sorry, my character freezes every time the game freezes. I have to reset it. Anyways, I thought about something else. Like, other avatars that I can make. I do have an idea of, I want to make like a Flowey-esque avatar. Like Flowey the Flower from Undertale, which that would be kind of neat. But I could also actually make one for Spampton 2. Like the shopkeeper Spampton version. I have him go crazy. Even make like the Spampton Neo variant, because I know enough about the program that I think I could make something like that. Be a bit of work, and I probably don't want to work on it at the moment, but I could work on it. Halt! Gabriel! Halt! Where is Gabriel? And what have you done with him? Oh no. Oh no. Who invited this guy? The powers are here. Damn it. Alright, well, luckily, I know how to fight against the powers now. The powers that be have no power over me. Because I know how to fight the... Oh, wow, look at the satisfying. Look at the satisfying. Plop, 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 plop. Plop, 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 plop. Plop, 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 plop. Plop, 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 plop. It's growing before our eyes. Is this gonna grow? Later. Oh, there we go. Hey! Alt Gabriel says, the application named Discord is forcing me to verify a phone number. That's ridiculous. Why would you need to verify a phone number? Probably to make sure that you have a phone number. And then use that phone number in order to use it for non-nefarious means, definitely. Because there's no reason why they would ever want your phone number. Unless it's for two-factor authentication. Which is a fancy way of saying, give us your data. The real Spampton. Ben is changed his name. He's now the real Spampton. Is this better? It is definitely better. Now, for the coup de grace. Change your profile picture to Spampton. Which, I think kind of in the similar area that you used to change your character name, or your username, you should be able to change your like profile picture. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I got home and I can't use Discord. It's saying I have to verify. That's ridiculous. Well, as long as it's Discord. Actually, I don't even know if you have a phone number. Oh, that's a problem. Who designed this app? And my phone won't let, and my mom won't let me use my phone. Uh-oh. You'll have to contact the angels of heaven and see if they can get you your phone. Gotta ask her later, she's at work. Alright. That's kind of annoying, though. Can't use an app that you've used forever because now you have to give over your phone number. And we'll mention sometimes it makes sense because, again, two-factor authentication, but other times it's just kind of no point, and it just uses your, or like steals, not really steals, but just like sells data. And, oh, we have your phone number now, and now we'll sell it to data centers. Why? Because we make money off of that. Ugh. I don't know why corporations do this. I guess it's to make money. That's kind of... I hate that that's like the fundamental reason. Well, we make money this way. Yeah, but you could like make a good service too. Oh, but that costs money. Yes! That's the point! Use the money that you have and make a good product. Good grief. Alright, gonna go use the sleep. Lucifer made this goddamn thing, and there's a huge problem with it. I know what. Hell is taking over Discord. Of course this is what's going on. We're all children of God, my guy. It has like, what about the mother? Your mo. Although, on the topic of like the powers being Gabriel's children, I'm pretty certain that's like a ranking thing, like disciples, pretty much. Also, pumpkin harvesting. Frozen again! No! I'm frozen in time. I can't do anything right now. No! Can't join meetings for the game. Your voice acting. What? Oh, shoot. Oh, that's stupid. Even worse, you probably can't even tell them that you can't contact them. And that's even worse. Hey guys, I can't contact you. Shoot, I can't contact you saying that I can't contact you. This is a problem. Hello, okay, so here, Dean, are you beating the mining allegations? No. I'm not beating the mining allegations. I have in fact dug a hole. Like a deep hole. This is a thing that I did at some point. I'm not denying the mining allegations. I can tell my friend on Twitter because he's voice acting for it. Okay. Well, at least you have like some way of like contacting them. Or like contacting them in the sense that you have like a roundabout way to contact, you know what I mean. Tess says, when I played 8-3 for the first time, I heard there's no escape from Gabriel's children. And I thought, it should have been me, not him, it should have been me. I kind of on that a bit more. I'm pretty sure, like, how the powers work is that they are angels, like, kind of like the virtues. But, apparently, like, they have the ability to kind of shape-shift themselves a little bit. Or shapeshift themselves to some extent. And, in this case, they're trying to shapeshift themselves to look more human. And Gabriel is like... I think the archangels are supposed to be, like, very human-esque, because it's supposed to be, like... being human is like a very god thing to do, or something like that. Which, that kind of puts into context what humans are supposed to be, if, like, looking more human is supposed to be more closer to God or something. But, the powers aren't actually fully complete. They only have one arm, and they have, like, a useless golden arm that they manifest to mimic what they want to look like. Which, that's kind of sad if you think about it, but it's still an interesting bit of lore. But yeah, the powers are basically just angels that really want to, that are trained by Gabriel. They are pretty strong, all things considered. It's Dark Sanctuary, yes. GTA 6 will have Silk Song, God Home Deltron Chapter 7, and Ultra Kill 9E. Okay, kind of on that. GTA 6 did get announced at some point and then delayed, like, what, 3 or 4 times? Something like that? I forgot how many at this point. I really am wondering when GTA 6 is actually going to come out. I'm not going to play it, but I know a lot of people are very interested in playing it. But I'm worried that GTA 6 is in a state of... They want the game to be perfect before they release it, and then they never release it because it's never perfect. So it's just going to be like, it takes forever for them to do anything, or to actually get it out. Either that, or they're waiting very patiently for some specific trigger, and that hasn't happened yet. Alt Gabriel's going to head out for now. There's no news about Chapter 6. Let's see. Alt Gabriel's going to head out. Okay, bye. You gotta playtest some. Okay, see ya. Bye. Is it known if we get Chapter 5 alone, or will it drop with Chapter 6 as Taz? It is Chapter 5 alone. Sometime this year. Some point this year, not exactly sure when. Oh, okay, probably like April, May, or June is kind of the estimated time at the moment. Chapter 5 will drop. Currently, from the last newsletter that Toby released detailing information about Deltarune's development, he said that they are starting to work on translations for the game, and they're going through like final testing phases. Which, going off of what they did for Chapter 3 and 4, the translation stuff, basically, when they get into translating the game from English to Japanese, that basically means that the game is, like, done, and they're going through final testing, but they still have to go through, like, almost a 2-month period when they have to make sure that the game gets approved by, like, console companies, to where they can say, yeah, this game is good to go. We can, like, put this on our store. We're fine with it. And it takes them, like, 2 months. So the assumption at the moment is that Chapter 5 will be releasing around either late April, May, or June, and just kind of in that area. Solely because that's kind of the window that we're working with at the moment. Let's see. Okay, I got a bunch of pumpkins growing. I want to see if I can work on other stuff. Alexis is here. Hey, Alexis. I've been working on growing more stuff. It's kind of weird because it's like really hard to tell if anything's going on. It's like, geez. I almost feel like I need like a whole other field to work with. Solely because I need like so many of a specific plant. Kind of ridiculous. Like I need like 30 pumpkins in order to get 1 eternal seed. That's crazy. Oh, whoa, that was weird. Not only did my game freeze, but also like my music stuff too. Ooh. Okay, I'm back. Alexa says, got a few games on my list. Won't be able to finish them before I start school next week, but I'm hoping to grind through them first. That'll be kind of fun. Just make sure that you play like one thing at a time. Don't try too many at the same time, otherwise you'll never get them done. It's like reading multiple books, and then you're like, I need to put this book down so I can read this other book. Wait, shoot, I didn't finish the first book. I need to finish the first book. I can't finish it. Ah. So just pick one, stick with it for a while, see how you like it. Taz says, Dean, do you think we'll see treachery this year or not? I'm scared of 9-1. Absolutely no way Hikita will scale down on the drugs he does for 9-1. It will be crazier than A3. I want to hope that it won't be crazier than A3. I'm gonna just also, I have no idea what kind of development the 9th layer is on right now. They could literally start development right now, and I would not know. Also, I'm frozen. 1 second. Is this better? Says Spamton. Yes, it is better. Thank you for also triggering the Spamton song. That I definitely have a trigger for. But yeah, that is significantly better. Now you are the real Spamton G Spamton. Congratulations. Alexa says, I've heard of Shadow of the Colossus and The Last Guardian, but it's currently unknown to me. It's supposed to be in the same thematic universe. Also kind of want to go through every single Resident Evil game and buy Requiem, but I'm probably gonna go later. Jeez, that's a lot of time. Oh, wait, why am I frozen? I didn't move for too long. The timing couldn't be better for spin. It literally couldn't have been better. Very funny. Oh yeah, that's a eternal wheat seed. I don't really need eternal wheat seeds right now. I'm kind of full on those. Oh well. Okay, so I got like pumpkin development going at the moment. How many more? I only need like 3 more pumpkins, and then I can like have those as a like eternals. I still think it's ridiculous how expensive some of these are. So hopefully whenever I get this pumpkin field done, I think I should have enough pumpkins to finish it up. And then I can start working on some other crops. Let's see. I think I got I don't think I ever did anything with cauliflower, actually. Let me see if I can work on that. Whole point of what I'm doing now is just to have like access to all of the foods. All foods accessed. I want to have like a little batch of like as many of these as possible. Like a little 5x5 bin where I can just have all of the crops in the game. That's now what I'm working on. I wanted to work on a tree farm, and now I'm working on this because this is like a thing that I can just do in the background for like ever. All right, that's gonna grow for a bit. I guess I could work on. Let's see. We need to get some fencing. Tess says maybe stream without the avatar because the game keeps freezing. No, because I want to be here. The whole point is that I'm here. I don't want to not be here. Also, it doesn't really take too long for me to reset it. Like, it really isn't that big of a deal. It's annoying, yes, but it's really not that big of a deal. It is a big deal, however, whenever I'm, like, fighting something and then the game freezes. That's happened before, and then I died to that. Hopefully that just won't happen, because I'm farming. And then I don't have to worry about that, because I'm farming. Alright. So working on just a bunch of batches of this. So working on the cauliflower next. End goal. I have little batches of like. Do I not have eternal carrots? Okay, I do have maxed out eternal carrots. Eternal corn too. Actually, I pretty much have like all of the wheat that I need, so I think I could probably. No, I specifically made sure I had like a ton of eternal wheat seeds so I can always have like a constant supply of stuff. So yeah, because these were all eternals. Do I want to change those out at all? I mean, that could actually be like some more room. It'll take a bit for me to like dig them all up though, but I mean, I don't really need wheat. I need like space for either pumpkins or like eggplants. Yeah, that'd be fine. Yeah, I'll get like a lot of life essence anyway if I harvest like a lot of these, so I think it should be fine. You got a lot of life essence here already, jeez. Alright, this should be all of the eternal pumpkins that I need. It to be heckin' windy. It is really windy where I'm at, too. Like, it genuinely is very windy. Let's see. Get that watered. Alright. 8. My house is shaking from the wind. There's like a lot of wind going on at the moment. Like, just in general. Oh. I am in utter shock at this thing that I have created. Look at me. I am so shocked currently. Oh my gosh. I am in absolute awe. Anyways. Whoopah. Oh. Oh, that's funny. Game lagged again. I know I keep complaining about this, but I really don't know what is causing all the lag in Hytale, because I'm pretty sure it's Hytale related. Because I do a bunch of other games and nothing's a problem. And now it is here. I'm gonna use this as a scythe. I have only two left. Okay. Well, I will use that 2 left very wisely for these guys. What? And is there any other? This guy. There we go. This thing is now done. You picked your scythe broke and became less effective. It says less effective. Does that mean it still does something? Won't be able to know. Everything's still growing. Alexis says, fun fact, eating 50 cherry pies in a row can kill you. That's a very strange fun fact. 400 apple seeds will do about the same. I'm saying this because there isn't enough cherries in my fridge to destroy a cow's 3 stomach. Mom bought them yesterday, but have an idea of how to use all of them for like a cherry pie? I mean, if you got a lot, might as well, right? Let's see. Probably give her some of that, so I have some room. Okay. So, going off of what kind of seeds I have. So I have eternal carrots, corn seed, working on, got the wheat, lettuce seeds. Next up is cauliflower and turnip. I actually don't have turnips either. Life essence. Let's get a bunch of turnips. And we'll start getting a bunch of eggplants because those are also ones that can make a lot of stuff. Or make a lot of life essence. Are cherry cakes the thing, says Alexis? I mean, you can make them cherry cakes if you want. You're not required to make them, but you can. All right, I'm gonna see if I can get a bunch of these seeds plucked up. Since they're eternal, I can actually use them again, which I actually know the normal ones I can use again too. I'll replant these later. Just for now, I'm gonna use this real estate for the other plants that I can work on. Taz says, I'll share a funny, embarrassing, funny story, but it'll take several messages to fill. Once I was chilling with 2 of my friends, a dude and girl, at my mom's apartment. Stay tuned for more. I will wait and stay tuned for more. Same with that. You're gonna see a very embarrassing story. It's not that embarrassing because you're fine with talking about it though. Let's see. In the meantime, I'm just trying to think about other conversation topics we can have while working on this. Alright, that is cleared up. Cool. And now I'm gonna put down a bunch of turnip seeds. Actually, I'm gonna see if I can wait for Taz to like do the full story, and then I'll just like say the whole story in one go, so I don't have to like skip around and read it. So I'll just wait till he gets the full story out. Sometimes stories are egregious, sometimes they are heartwarming, sometimes they are. Oh yeah, I understand that look. Or the mentality. Okay, I'll do. Alright, so I can just put these wheat seeds away for now. Don't really need those. Let's see. Sorry, I was reading the current update on the story time. Good gracious! What do you mean you threw him? Actually, wait, I don't know if I need, like, too many eggplants anymore, right? No, I do need a lot of eggplants. So, I mean, I threw... Okay, so far, here's the story. Once I was chilling with two friends, a dude and a girl, in my mom's apartment, and you could say it was a typical rom-com love triangle where I liked the girl, she liked the dude, my friend, and he liked no one. So the short is, I picked him up. He was a 2-meter tall guy, and I'm 174. I'm American, so I don't know the exact measurements of that, but that seems kind of like tall and short and tall, whatever. And then he threw him on the girl that was sitting on the couch, but I fell, so it looks like we were all hugging, and it was the exact moment that my mom came in. Imagine a 2-meter tall pole between two regular humans embracing hug. Oh my gosh. It is a bit embarrassing. It's like, it's not what it looks like. Also, about the room-com, we found out that we're gay, Lamau. Well, that's one way to find out, I guess. Congrats. Oh, when did I freeze? Good grief. I was about to say congrats, and then I just froze midair. 174 centimeters is taller than me, and I am short. Is that like short, or... Let's see, for the American audience, also known as me, because apparently everyone that listens to me is from the UK. Centimeter to feet. Let's see, 174 centimeters is about 5 7/7? Close to 6. Yeah, that's average height. That's like average height, though. It's not too crazy. I'm not crazy, am I? The same dude, lol. Checked out the height measurements, and you're like a centimeter off being average. That's funny. Well, although in my book, whenever I think of like someone being average, I think of like you're approximately the average height anyway. So if like, let's say the average height is like 5'6", or I don't know if it exactly is. I'm just throwing out random numbers. 5'6" is the average. Then if you're 5'5", in my book you would be average. That's just in my book though. No one publishes my books. Where's that? I thought I don't actually hear. Oh yeah, they added in voice chat at some point. I forgot they did. That's kind of neat. Oh yeah, they added in local voice chat for whenever you're in multiplayer. So that's a cool option. It's like inbuilt voice chat, which is cool. Spampton G Spampton says you should play my theme. Mike says no, you can't play it. It's under the blacklisted illegal songs for some reason. I know it's weird, but them's the rules. Sorry. Hi, I am back. Play my song. Let's see. Lexa says, and one might argue that's not bad too, right? Except everyone makes me look like a dwarf. I know. Like some short people. Honestly, the short people are terrifying because you might not know where they are, and then they'll just show up. And you're like, what the? Where did you come from? And they're like, I've been here the whole time. And they're very scary because they're small. I mean, every time that you have to like look down on people, that's an opportunity where they can be like, ha, sneak attack, and then like they sneak attack you. Of course, they will audibly, verbally say sneak attack to make it more effective. Let's see. I don't really need these pumpkin seeds. No. Let's just make a ton of cauliflower. We're gonna get a bunch. Oh, jeez. What the hell? I just wanted to make cauliflower. I didn't want to lag my game. Spampton says, I am small. I think this is a confirmable fact that Spampton is, like, confirmably small. He is the small shot. He is small. He's small. He's small. Let's see. I like place. There we go. Kind of wish they made it a little easier to place torches on fences because it is kind of difficult to tell what should and should not be placed. Tess says that my dude friend that was 2 meters is a very cancerous rodent, and I am a cancerous rodent. Or oh, you're just the cancerous rodent, and he's the very cancerous rodent. that was such a funny secret. Question: are the secrets in hell canonical? Like, is hell itself actually making all these stupid things? It's the very cancerous rodents. I know none of the secrets are canon, but I just think it's funny, like, thinking about how hell itself could be like, I'm just gonna make this really stupid secret. It's gonna be very funny, and the machine will laugh at it. My Pepis broke. Please help. Unfortunately, your Pepis didn't survive the warranty period, so we're not able to fix your Pepis. Your peepees. Peoples. Pepai. Pep people. The boys. All this time we've been waiting for Hytale, and all it is just a farming simulator. I don't know why I'm actually having fun with this, like, I guess the monotony, I don't know. I really should just try to go, see if I can find any like, other animals that I can get. I really should look out for that. Maybe I might gear towards that. Okay, I'm gonna do one more harvest cycle, just so I can get a bunch of stuff. Are none of these grown? None of them are. Okay. Taz is like, I'm so glad I found VCR and CR on my first playthrough. The cancerous rodents, yeah. Found them. First try. Like, most of the times whenever I wanted to learn any secrets, it's mainly, like, I only learned about them after the fact, like, after I've, like, from secondary sources, basically. Let's see, I can convert all those. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I need room. There we go. Craft all, there we go. Lag the game because I crafted something. Whoa, that's so crazy. I can't believe I lagged. Help me with my mental capacity. Sorry, we can't fix anyone's mental capacity. That's beyond our budget. You'll have to, you have to fix that on your own. The amount of birds that just keep flying overhead, they're mocking me. I know they're mocking me. I'm going crazy. Alexis is gonna have to go do some other stuff. See you another time. Bye bye. Alright, see ya. See ya, Alexis. You have a good day. Let's see. Got 2 hours into the stream. I guess we can go on for another hour, why not? Oh, yeah, I should try to look into the tree growing business. I have like a lot of life essence. I need to use it for something. Trees can be used for stuff. I want to get a lot of redwood. I can probably make redwood trees, but I don't like how the redwood looks. I want to have something that looks a bit better. Try to check out oak. I think the oak one looks really good. Let's see, beech, birch, apple, ash, oak. Here we are. We'll just get a bunch of these and plant them around over here. Also, the growing period for these trees are really cool because they actually like kind of grow in different stages. So it'll take a bit of time for them to actually grow up, which is kind of neat. I'm gonna see if I can kind of open this area up a bit more. Oh, wait, can I make a shovel? Is that an option? I need light leather. Okay. I need to remake my shovel at some point. Not again. Birds, look at that Dean. He's never spelt a bean. This is true. I am too scared to spill beans, for fear of what could happen to my health. New shovel acquired. I now have 2 shovel. Look at this Dean. He's never spelt a bean. You already read that. Growing crops. My favorite pastime. It's like one of the few things that doesn't explode every time I interact with it. Not really. Every now and again I keep crashing, and I still don't know why. Alright, gonna see how many more of these cauliflowers I can make. Actually, wait, shoot. Gonna make this at some point. Copper sickle. Oh, that copper sickle looks sick, but I think the iron one's technically better. Crude shears. Tankard, feed bag. Can be used to lure tamed and... Wait, can I use this? Can I use this to do the whole breeding thing? Is that a thing I can do? Or is that something else? Use fertilizer, used to fertilize tilt soil, and they grow twice as fast. Test it. I don't, I already wrote it. You just read the same message twice for the same reason. Ow, yeah. I just already read it. I just felt like reading it twice, I guess. The real Spamton is smiling. Oh my gosh, not again. Let's see. Happy me. So, I've been thinking about... Okay, what do I want to think about? What do I want to think about? Like, new stream topics? Or, like, new stream ideas? Some extent. Like, what? Like, there's still, like, some games that I kind of want to try to stream at some point, but I'm kind of on a... Not really a holding pattern, but kind of almost waiting for, like, a good opportunity, kind of. Somewhat. At the moment, a lot of my streams now is either, like, doing stuff in Hytale or, like, working on my avatar some more. Which, nothing really wrong with that. It's just me just being around for a little while. But is there, like, any, like, crazy cool stuff? Stream ready or not? I don't know. The problem is, whenever I want to, like... hold on. Yeah. Sip, 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 sip. Let's see. Ow, now I'm permanently stuck drinking. No. Oh, I'm just gone. Okay. Let's see, what even is ready or not? Problem is, whenever I want to, like, ooh. I'm just looking at it, I don't think it will. I don't think it will. I don't think it's not something that I'd stream. God damn it. But in terms of what kind of game, what kind of stuff that I will stream, mainly at the moment, it's kind of like games that I'm really interested in, and I wanted to record my my reactions to it. I've kind of gotten to where I don't want to do it for like every game I play, because yeah, there's just some times where I would rather like just sit back and play it for a bit and then kind of drop out whenever I feel like it. I only really want to stream some stuff if I'm like, if I know for certain I'm going to be like so into it that I'll be playing it for like literal hours. So, it really depends on if I'm like interested or not, and if I want to actually make like content off of it. Not to say that I won't stream every game that I play, but it just I'd rather like play games either on my own time, or if I think it's going to be interesting enough, I'll do some kind of a stream thing. But most of the time, it's very, very dependent. I mean, like at the moment, a lot of the main streams that I want to do, Ultra Kill, that's kind of one of them. If I wanted to like try to like focus on playing that a bit, then I can stream that. But even still, it's like for Ultra Kill, I have to really focus on it, and then I don't get a lot of interaction with the chat. I'll just be like, hey guys, I'm playing Ultra Kill, and you all get to watch. I won't get to talk too much, but you all get to watch at least. Did VCR spoiler the Mirror Reaper attack? These two only ones that have a green homing orb attack. I don't know. The Mirror Reaper's mirror related, and you only get mirrors and frauds, so I don't think they spoiled. I don't think they spoiled anything. Let's see. Just clearing this area out so I can get more room for these trees. But yeah, on like some other stuff, I've thought about going. Oh, there we go. Thought about checking out or like going back to Deltarune again, only to like play it some more. But I kind of want to wait to play it again, or at least on stream, until like for sure Deltarune's coming back out. Like, usually whenever like new Deltarune stuff comes out, kind of. Let's see. I remember to prepare for it, I was like, I'm going to replay the entirety of Deltarune, and so I can get some saves. And well, I have the saves at the moment. There's just kind of like nothing for me to really focus on doing, like a challenge to complete or a mission to complete while I'm doing Deltarune. Besides, like maybe like faster times, but there's kind of like only so fast you can go with it, or however interesting you can get with as fast as Deltarune is. I mean, most of Deltarune at the moment, if you want to play it, is like skipping dialogue. A lot of it is like you can either skip everything, skip the dialogue at least, but the fights are kind of interesting. But even still, like if I try to speed run Chapter 1 as an example, it'd still take like an hour because there's just so much dialogue to skip through. Or, not really an hour, but it'd be like 40, 50 minutes or something. I need to get rid of my essence. Remember my favorite virtual rodents? I hopped on Ultra Kill, and if you bring CR and CRV room... Oh, very cancerous rodent. They won't spawn even if you kill the cancerous rodent. But if you kill it and go back to the dungeon, it will spawn. Weird. Odd. Peculiar, even. One second, I'm trying to organize my inventory. There we go. These haven't grown yet, okay. Every time you say VCR, I keep thinking of like an actual video cassette recorder, and I'm like, that what? No, that wasn't an Ultra Kill, was it? And then I keep forgetting it's very cancerous rodent. Okay. Anyways, back on like the Deltarune talk for a bit. Like most of like if I wanted to do like another Deltarune thing, I wanted to make sure that it was like challenge based, or because I don't want to like replay it. Although definitely whenever like all of the chapters come out, I have thought about like replaying through the whole game again. that'd take forever. But I don't know what to do for like sometimes whenever I'm replaying if I know all the dialogue, because like remember I played it before. It's just when I've replayed it again, I wanted to like reread all of the dialogue, and it was like a lot. And it's just a lot of effort. So if I were to like replay the whole game again, would I want to run through it as fast as I can? Probably, actually. I kind of like sometimes whenever I was replaying areas, I would try to like summarize dialogue, like just kind of like glance over what stuff is, and that's what I would do for a lot of the dialogue stuff. Like I've played Undertale Yellow at one point, and I had to kind of replay it like 3 times to get like a pacifist and neutral and Geno ending. And at some point, I just kind of was like, okay, I'm kind of running through this pretty quick. I'm just gonna like improv all of these characters because I know what everyone says, or I know all the dialogue, so I'm just gonna like summarize it a lot. And then I kind of noticed this when I was trying to do stuff in Undertale, same with Deltarune. I just love the dialogue in the game so much, I just don't want to skip it. Like, so much of it is just so good. Whereas in like, Undertale Yellow, it for some reason just didn't have the same charm. I don't know what it was about. Taz says, let's place bets on which will come out first. Ultra Kill P3 and full Encore updates, or Deltarune Chapter 6? Well, if we're going off of Toby's probably been... Or, okay. I was about to say if, like, it takes about a year for him to make these chapters. It's hard to tell if it will take a year to make the next chapter. But, that being said... Chapter 5, I do know, was being worked on for a while during Chapter 3 and 4's development. Until they eventually said, we should probably wait to get Chapter 5 out and leave it on its own. So, if they were to get Chapter 6 out, the implication is that... let's see. I know Toby has said that he has, like, the whole game story lined out. But, they don't have, like, the actual code for some of those things. So, Chapter 5 is pretty late into development. It's pretty much close to done. Chapter 6, no idea. Assumption is... wait, shoot. No, I think there was at one point when... I think Toby mentioned... Like, since they got pretty far in getting the translation stuff done, they can start getting people to work on Chapter 6. So, they're probably starting to work on Chapter 6 at the moment, while Chapter 5 is... slowly but surely going into the public, and we're waiting patiently for that. Now, as for the encores, or like the or Ultra Kill P3 and encore levels, I'm gonna guess what's gonna happen is whenever Layer 9 comes out for Ultra Kill, whenever that'll be, my guess is that they're starting to work on it soon. Or right now, I don't know for sure. We'll probably get the next layer sometime next year, is my assumption, because those will probably take a while. Unless it's not going to be as, like, maddening as Fraud was. Fraud was actually genuinely insane. Although, I'm pretty sure they want to have, like, a really big grand finale, so everything needs to be a spectacle, so it'll probably take a year. As for the full Encore levels, my assumption is, over time, the Encore levels will be released after Layer 9, which also means after P3 is out. And the point of the Encore levels is to be like, oh, you've completed the game. Good job. Here's some more exclusive levels after you've completed the game. Or, like, it's supposed to be in context of, like, the game is done, so something that happened afterwards caused, like... you to go back through everything again, and then you have to replay the Encore levels, where it's a remix of all of the levels in a specific layer, all in one level. So, so far there's like the the Prelude Encore and the Limbo Encore. Both are really cool, honestly. They mix a lot of stuff from all the different levels in just one big level, and it's really fun. They also introduce radiant enemies in that too. As like, hey, you know this filth? Yeah, he's now tougher. Right, now fight this swords machine. He's radiant up, by the way. Good luck. How are these trees going? They're going all right. So, in terms of what I think will come out next, I personally feel like Layer 9 will come out before Chapter 6. But, everything else Ultrakill related, even like probably the Prime Sanctums, those will probably come out after some time, a Layer 9 release, unless they wanted to package P3 Prime Sanctum 3 with Layer 9, which I really hope they do. I hope they'd like package both of those together, so we can finally get the complete final package. That would be cool. Anyways, that's my thoughts on that. I'm digging dirt. Dirt digging dirt. Dirt digging dirt. Dirt. Random topic to talk about. What kind of difficulties will the Prime Sanctum in Prime Sanctum 3 actually be, though? Like what do you mean? Like, difficulty-wise? Probably difficulty-wise. Is it going to be more difficult than P2? Actually, that's kind of a good question, because P2 was difficult because it was, like, connected to Sisyphus. In that, the whole level itself is designed to be incredibly difficult in comparison to, like, the other levels of around that area. So, jeez, another lag spike. So, will Prime Sanctum 3 be more difficult or less difficult than P2? I don't know, because I think like I guess that depends on if they want the Prime Sanctums to be like a huge significant difficulty boost compared to other levels in the layer, or do they just want to like keep it like some kind of a secret or a cool secret encounter that you can have just for fun. Sorry, stretching. Like, is there going to be a whole gauntlet before we have to fight whatever the Prime Sanctum boss is in P3? I think that entirely depends on who we're fighting against. Because, like I said, Sisyphus in P2 was difficult because it was just themed around Sisyphus being a difficult challenge that you'll overcome over time. It was a very thematic level. And then it ended with Sisyphus being one of the most difficult Prime Souls to combat against. And then, what do you know? You were able to beat him, and he's really happy for it, because he's like, yes, I can't believe it. That was the fight of a lifetime. I knew I was going to lose eventually, but that was so fun, says Sisyphus before dying excitedly. So, for Prime 3, Actually, I wonder if they'll do more or if they'd be more centered around like the lore of whoever the prime boss is. Like, who would be the prime boss? My current theory is that it's Lucifer, but that's because of that's just because of a lot of context clues around Lucifer being sentenced to hell for some amount of time, and or sent to or banished to hell, even though he was supposed to be an angel, because he questioned God, and God was like, "Well, fuck you, go to hell," literally. And then afterwards, God kind of realized, actually, shoot, I probably shouldn't have done that, should I? Oh no, I feel bad. This is bad. I feel bad now. And then God left because he didn't like what he created. Tess says, I'm betting on P3, boss being Odysseus or Julius, the same person, Prime. Okay, actually on that, I thought for a while that, like, that name never actually came up until, like, one of the books, I think, mentioned him by name, I think. I need to look at the books again. Like, I need to read up on those, but, like... Alright, either Lucifer is one of the prime souls, or... Actually, wait. Because technically he would be like a fallen angel, sent from heaven, sent down to hell. If that's the case, then he probably isn't technically dead, and is probably still suffering down there. But hasn't died quite yet, and is actually not a prime soul. Well, that's only if he isn't actually dead, because the only reason that he could be a prime soul if he died. I swear if I'm at the end of the stream again. No, you're not. I am frozen though. No, I'm gonna be going for a bit longer today, like at least for like another hour. Still show up. There we go. But yeah, I'll be streaming for probably about another hour or so. But yeah, hey Funny, welcome back. To give you an update on what's been going on, I've been trying to clear out this this one area just so I can have a big place for tree farm. Also expanded out my normal farms a bit, and trying to get like a bunch of eternal seeds for everything, just so I can like not have to replant so much. There's a lot. Tess says, I failed to P rank 8-1 on Brutal because I wasn't stylish enough. Yeah, alright, there we go. It seems cool. Yeah, it's alright. It definitely takes a very long time to like work on any of this because frankly a lot of this just takes a while. But it is looking very good so far. It's getting nighttime. Funny says, Taz, I'd recommend spam quick style bonuses. Oh, other thing that I've been trying to do as well for like extra style bonus points, stay in the air like as much as possible, because you get like a 3 times multiplier the more you're in the air. So as long as you're in the air, you get like triple points. So just never touch the ground. The floor is lava. You get more points that way. Funny says switch weapons from time to time too. Yeah, that's a good point. Like, the whole point of the stylish meter is just try different weapons, swap around, be cool while doing your stuff. Show off a bit. Kill enemies in unique ways. You get more points that way. Ah, man, this whole area is a lot. I've had to do so much terraforming in this one area, it's crazy. Try certain strats in certain rooms. I guess as like an example on that, it's like for some rooms you can't just like nuke the whole room with core eject, and malicious rail cannon. Start rooms with something like saw traps. Yeah. Bro, I'll go full ape if you accuse me of not swapping weapons one more time. Okay, just stay in the air more. From my experience, staying in the air gives you more points. At one point when I was doing my 8-3 perfect runs, I realized at some point, wait, what? I ended up getting like 10,000 points instead of 6,000? Where did the extra 4,000 points come from? And it was because I was in the air when I did a whole like room clearing thing. I got like a ton of points anyway, and then I got tripled because I was in the air. Rail coining gives you like a ton of points though. I guess keep that in mind. Wow, it's so cool that you were able to hit a coin with a railgun. Wow, that's so cool. You should be rewarded with a bunch of points. Alright, I need light. Need to brighten up my day with some light. I mean, not that rail coining. What do you mean by not that rail coin? Do you mean like the new Piercer rail coin? The one where it like gives you 20 quintillion points because for some reason it was bugged? Like the one where you phase through an enemy 3 times in a single rail coin. Oh, that type, yeah. Where, like, I need to figure out how to do that more, but it's like you have to throw a coin forward and then back, like, go backward, throw a coin. Or, let's see, no, put one forward, swap to your railgun, shoot the coin, and then swap back to your coin, shoot that. As soon as it goes through the enemy and hits the coin, so that you have enough time for the laser to go through the enemy twice, and then you hit it with a coin again, and then you go forward and throw another coin out, so that it like bounces through the enemy, through again, and then through again, and it does like more and more damage. Usually for me, I try to like set up some electrocution stuff, like throwing down a bunch of nails and magnetic rods in order to do a lot of electrocution damage. That's usually like my main method of doing stuff in general, is I'm just going to throw a bunch of nails everywhere and electrocute them all. And the electric rail cannon causes things to be electrocuted. Gosh, I finally cleared that out. Okay. I'm going to fill it in with dirt. Oh yeah, that also, coins are conductible. Oh yeah, coins are conductible too. I've been trying to, whenever I do electrocute enemies, trying to like throw out coins on top of all of the electrocution that I'm doing, so it just adds to the electrocution. Rockets are also magnetic, so you can set up those and cause more magnetism, or more electric shock effects. I got so many rocks, jeez. There's a lot of methods to do damage in this game, in Ultra Kill. Although my favorite weapon is the core eject jackhammer. I know a lot of people will probably swear by using the long distance core eject, but I just like popping up the jackhammer and doing the 1-2 punch. Punch the or with the jackhammer, punch the grenade forward really far. I'm also trying to get used to like the angle and the speed that the grenade flies, so I can like actually use it as like a short range core eject. It is definitely slower in the air and it doesn't reach where you want it to go very fast, but at least I got kind of good in the muscle memory of angling it upwards and then getting it positioned for a nuke, which is really fun. I like how all your advice is literally what I do all the time. It wasn't stylish. A few times I guess you guys treat me like if I'm under the mayo, dude. We're not trying to treat you like that. To be fair, it's hard to tell what other people's playstyle is. There's some people, believe it or not, that don't play with their alternate weapons, as in they don't swap alternate weapon style, or like versions of weapons. Like they just only use the marksman revolver, or just the piercer, or just the sharpshooter, and like no other variants in gameplay. Like they're just stuck on that one because they don't know that they can. Using the marksman pisses me off so much. What, like the slab variant? Why are so many people so like annoyed of the slab variant? Is it? I know for a while it was kind of weak, and that was because it didn't have its like really good cool to but like every time I hear them complaining that you don't have access to the split coining that like the regular marksman does, I'm like, okay, that's cool, but you can just like throw out a ton of coins and then swap it to a normal revolver and then shoot it once for the split coining effect, which is what I do because I have the sharpshooter as like the default revolver that I swap to whenever I want to do split coining. And I've been trying to incorporate that some because the split coining is really strong because you can hit like a ton of small enemies really easily. But I like the slab marksman because it can do a lot of single target burst damage. But the utility of having the auto target split coins is really good. That's why I throw just a ton of stuff. I mean, not the slab variant, it's kind of good now, but like using the piercer and the sharpshooter and not using those two and only the marksman. Kind of, I'm frozen. Kind of on that, that's kind of like, it's kind of like what I'm talking, but, I mean, for me, I don't use the piercer very much, mostly because it's, I don't like the charge up time. Like if I want to try to do a coin setup with it, it just takes too long to charge for me, at least. It just feels awkward to use, I guess. I need to either use it more or like incorporate it more in some combos, but it just doesn't work very well. I know there's the recent buff that made it like the normal one work with split coining, but then that kind of messes up how I have two slabs set up so that I can do like burst damage. Like I can get one of the slab marksman out and then the slab piercer and do like 2 slab damage really quick. So much dirt, jeez. Piercer is kind of more for setup, yeah. The sharpshooter though, I really like using it. I use like a normal version because you get like 3 charges of the ricocheting shot, and that's been really fun. It allows me to do a lot of damage. The piercer one though does need a lot of setup, and that's been making it difficult to use. All right, there we go. At long last, I have the thing that I had done. Tree farm area is kind of, it's bigger, and I can actually put more trees here now. Cool. These are growing kind of quick. I'm hoping that they have like more stuff that they can grow in, or more area to grow into. It takes 3 days over 7 stages. Okay. So they actually do take a very long time to work. There we go. Why not more sapling? There we go. I'm gonna see if I can harvest these guys. Plant sand down a whole new bunch and see what I can get after that. Bunny says, 1x Rico shot with the charge slab piercer, one shot's a Providence though. Wait, it does? I didn't know about that. I've been having problems with Providences. Like, usually my go-to combo is like hit him with 2 slabs, a charge, a jackhammer shot, and then finish him off with the saw blades. Just like finish him. And that's been working out somewhat. I know that you can hit him with the cannonball, and that like one-shots them too, but that always gets to be difficult to like land for some reason. Discovered that in Sandbox, lol. Oh. Huh. Okay, that's actually kind of useful. Because usually for the Providences, like I said, I either use like I just shoot it to death. Usually, either that or like a railgun shot, or some other method of killing it. Let's see. Rail cannon, Rico charge slab, and cannon are consistent one-shots per Providences. I need to learn those more because Providences are just kind of annoying. They have a lot of health, but like notable weaknesses. That might be the only time I'd actually want to use like a charge slab shot into a Rico coin. I just need to like incorporate those techs a lot more. Let's see. Light that area up. No, light that up. Thank you. Probably need to find something to put in here soon. What time is it getting to be? It's, alright, I'll probably stay here for about another 40 minutes or so. Nails are, also a Providence weakness, I think, in conduction. Oh, yeah, there've been some times where I would use, like, the overheat in order to, like, super nail them. And that does usually work. Of course, you have to like be able to hit them though, and sometimes it's just difficult to hit. Easy cruel. I really wish it was just daytime now, but I want to wait to turn it to daytime so that I can get like a bunch more stuff worked on. Let's see. I got so many cauliflowers, jeez. There we go. Got 9. Gracious. You're so annoying on Brutal, though. They're, like, top priority for me. I mean, that's mostly because they're, like, very, very mobile. Don't they also have, like a double dash burst whenever it's on Brutal? Or something like that. Or, like, they just, like, dash twice. And they're very fast. They dash on their charged attack. Ew, that's gross. That's gross, okay. Let's see. Hello? No, not again. There we go. In a moment. Alright, how many terms can I get? 5. Alright. Providential Brutal do have a double dash, but I think that's also from Violence. No, I think on Brutal they have like an actual double dash or something like that. I'm not well versed in Brutal mechanically. Oh gosh, every time I think about trying to do Brutal, I get reminded of like, oh yeah, like all enemies have entirely different rules now, which it is really cool that they have a feature where like enemies that you fight have like new movesets or different stuff that makes them more difficult. But it's like, yeah, oh yeah, you know the parry window that some of these have? Yeah, they don't have parry windows anymore. You're just gonna have to suck it up. Oh, what do you mean we can't parry them anymore? That's stupid. I just wish they weren't like those kind of changes. Or, I don't know how many of those are actually like, you can't parry me, lol. I just had difficulties with that. LOL, yeah. Yeah, but yeah, that's kind of why I don't play on Brutal, because it's just like almost way too different from like from Violence gameplay. I like Violence a lot because it like everything happens really fast, and it's kind of like it's kind of like the speed of gameplay that I'm fine with. Normal difficulty is frankly too slow. Like it just does not work for me. It's just too slow. But Violence is like the happy medium. Oh, I want to do Fraud P ranks now. 8-3 is definitely difficult. I know okay, really quick. I have kind of gotten good at fighting against the powers on there. And that is from like a lot of trial and error. I remember I was doing like a lot of like beating my head against a wall for a while trying to get like the powers to be killed. I've kind of found out that, or at least from my opinion, if you're trying to like defeat them easier. So phase 2, whenever there's like 2 powers fighting against you all the time, I've found if you try to whenever you're fighting one of them, like right at the very start, try to lure the first one to the second, because when they blink away to let the first one take over, they don't blink away too far. And then I literally, because they're not moving that much, I try to catch up to them and just try to wipe them out as quick as I can. It depending on like how far away they actually blink though, that strategy might not work. But whenever the power that blinks away is like close enough, I feel like you should try to close the distance as fast as possible. You should also enrage one of them. Yeah, if you enrage both, that's a problem. But if you can enrage like the first one that you're fighting, and like and keep up with where they're at while they're enraged, you can try to keep juggling them in the air with the nail gun or any other shot. Any shot in general keeps them in the air. As soon as they touch the ground, they get enraged, and it becomes a difficulty. But if you can't get one of them enraged, then they're pretty much a sitting duck. Or no, if you can parry one of them, get them up in the air and keep them up in the air, you can like use the nail gun and other damaging options to keep them up there and do significant damage. And then using that significant damage, you can actually defeat them pretty easily. I'm gonna grow my carrots, hold on. Grow my corn. There we go. Let me do A3. Oh, good luck with that. Oh, whenever you start A3, try to do a core nuke. Like, if you throw it in the very middle at a very specific beat timing, like right before they spawn in, and if you core nuke them, you could get like all the drones out of the way, the Providence down to 1 health, and I've been able to like hit it with a slap shot just to get it down to 0. And you can kill the Maurice and then clear up the rest of the room. That's from my time playing. I'm trying to water these things and it dries up instantly. God. It's like the stuff doesn't want to be watered. Let me guess, you all don't like being watered? Oh no, you're already watered, okay. You're all not watered. No! Okay, fine. I'll leave you be for now, and then I'll go do stuff. Chris, get the A3P rank! What about the T rank? No one talks about the T rank. It's laggy. Wait, it's laggier after the hotfix? Huh? Uh-oh. It shouldn't be like that. Although I've had like some out of bounds issues, specifically with the twisty turny room right after you go through the first area, or like the first room. That twisty turny, don't get too close to the edges. You will go out of bounds, and there's nothing you can do about it. It won't mess up your run because it'll like respawn you, but it just is really annoying. Okay. Also, I don't know when how to say if like Broad is or is not laggier anymore, because it feels like every update is kind of random if it becomes laggy more or is less laggy. It's kind of random. Like it is like really good one patch and then it's not as good the next. They still go through a lot of effort to make it work though, like very impressive amount of work. Let's see. We get like one of these. Fishy Pearl is here and says that he's not here. Okay, Fishy Pearl is not here. This is a confirmable fact, as Fishy Pearl themselves has said that they're not here. Anyways, welcome in. Just to get you up to speed on what's been going on, I changed out this area, moved the cow farm over there. Still can't get them to, like, connect for some reason. But, trying to work on expanding the farm. Also got a little tree farm area, have a bunch. Fish has left the chat. Oh, Fish is now gone. No more. There's no more fish. Much more of this do I want to do? What am I on right now? Hold on. So do I have all of these turnips eternalized? I don't want to pick them up yet. I want to wait for them to grow. Oh yeah, I was waiting for like the cauliflower. I think I need to plant a bunch of cauliflower and turnips. I'm just going to do that. Let's see. Turnip. Cola. And then can I make any more of those? No. Okay. Taz says, okay, I'm gonna go B2 into Heckin' Pulp. Think, B2, think what you'll have after 500 levels. I'll still have you trying to kill me. I keep thinking those are good, but they're not. Alright, I'm gonna place these turnips, and then you're not gonna dry out. That's how it works, right? I just flip. Alright, you're gonna dry out, whatever. Dry out in front of my face, why don't you? I'm stupid. Nope, I accidentally made like a bunch of essence. Oh well. Actually, in this case, let's see if I can make a bunch of tomatoes. Mini tomato. Alright, place a bunch of this. I really wish they would update like how like some soil gets dry, because I am literally watering the soil and it's like, ah, you idiot, I'm actually not hydrated, you fool, I'm gonna update right now. I really wish they update it. There's a lot they need to work on. There's a lot of good stuff in here, but I wish they worked on some of this more. It's growing. The leg is starting. The rest is isn't work. Well, okay, not A3. P2 instead. P2 might be more worth it. No. I don't know, from my experience, P2 is still a little bit more difficult than A3, but only because the gauntlet of challenges that you have to go through in P2 are like way more demanding. There's technically less like challenge gauntlets compared to 8.3, because 8.3 has like tons. But at least they're like, okay, I can kind of understand the gimmicks that's going on here, and I'm just fighting against the gimmicks. Meanwhile, in P2, it's like, all right, you got to fight against this immortal character throughout like every area. Also, we're going to throw you against like a lot of difficult enemies at the same time. Anyways, objective survive. And then you're stuck with that for like a while. And then you got to fight Sisyphus, which is even more difficult. There we go. See how many more of these I can place down. Probably a lot. Ugh. I would like to update, saying that I will probably be ending the stream in about 20-ish minutes, so that's just kind of a heads up. There's other stuff that I gotta do. I do have... Oh, god damn it. I do got plans for next week, like some stuff to do. I want to work on the Roaring Night avatar sometime next week. I'll still work on like the 10 of 1 every now and again, but I had like some plans that I wanted to do for the Roaring Night one. Like, I got the after image tech to work, which is cool, but I've kind of thought about if I could like do more. Oh my goodness. That's like 3 lag spikes in a row. Jeez. I've thought about trying to see if I could do more with the after image tech and have like, there we go, have like different methods to how the after image tech works. Like there's the default one where like it just appears behind you and like it appears behind the main sprite and then fades away over time. But there's other variants that I want to do because of how they kind of appear in the knight's fights, where like whenever the knight's trying to shoot off all of its projectiles like forward a lot, where's the there, like shooting forward a lot or something. Sorry, I was hold on. It's shooting forward, and while it's doing that, its after images don't actually go directly behind it. It actually just appears like somewhat behind them, but in a weird scattered method. So I wanted to see if I could add in either a scattering method or like a similar thing for whenever it's screaming and the after images are centered around itself and expand outwards. I want to try something like that too. So basically one of the methods I wanted to work on was trying to do different scatter methods. So that's like one thing that I wanted to do next week. Other one was I wanted to see if I can get a bunch of Deltarune fans together and just help me get like a general consensus on like excited new upcoming stuff for what they hope Chapter 5 will be. And that's going to be for like a future video, like actual genuine probably need help with future video thing where I get a bunch of people together and we talk about what we hope will be in the next update. I'm gonna have a blog post detailing details on that and just like stuff that I'm gonna be doing with that information. I'm gonna make sure that I like post a blog post mentioning this. So that is currently the idea I have for next week. I really like the farmland that I got. It actually does look kind of good. Some of the oak trees are actually fully grown, so I actually might be able to harvest those. Okay, next cycle, I'm gonna plant like a ton of tomatoes. That's what I'm gonna do next. Let's see, give me my axe. My axe! I think these are kind of done. Alright. Oh, I just realized there's going to be a lot of, like, holes in the ground, pretty much. Oh. That's going to be annoying. I kind of like the trees growing into the ground a bit because it gives them more, like, verticality. But it's kind of annoying whenever you have to, like, replace the dirt that's now gone. Could, I guess, fill it with, like, gravel or something, but that's just kind of annoying. Oak! So yeah, the Roaring Night idea is something I want to test around with next week. Also, getting people together to figure out what to do for a new update or new Chapter 5 stuff. I don't have big other plans for like any other stream things at this time, but I'll probably be either playing Hytale or seeing if I can work on my Avatar stuff some more. Because I think generally the Avatar things are like something I'm like really interested in working on, like especially getting Tenna to work more. Because these turnips are growing right as soon as I'm trying to harvest them. Hell yeah. Yeah. I want to get the Tenna avatar, not really done, but just worked on, because I want to see if I could open up the opportunity to do, like saying many things as Tenna video, but then, like, actually have Tenna, like, the Tenna avatar that I have, puppet all of them. Like, that's kind of an idea that I had. Need to actually work on this some more before I feel comfortable doing that. It's good right now, but it can be better, and because I can make it better, I want to wait on that. Oh, Kevin's here, says hi. Hello, Kevin. I just talked about, like, some plans that I'm going to do for upcoming streams next week. You can either rewind back a bit and listen to that, or read a blog post that I'll be mentioning later. I'll post a blog post detailing stuff I have plans for next week later today. That was a sentence that I said. Get you up to speed on what's been going on. Mainly, I've been working on this farmland and making it better, trying to get, like, more stuff expanded out. I have, like, a lot of life essence at the moment. Like, a lot. Like, so much, I don't know what to do with all of this. Also got, like a tree farm thing going, too, so I can start getting wood. It's all been very fun and good, yes. Sip, sip, sip. Yummy. Are these grown yet? No, not quite. They're very close. Are you grown? No. Are you grown? No. A couple of these are grown at least. Oh, yeah, I'm still trying to work on the eggplants, aren't I? How many are left? I think it's like a couple of these. Bunny has reached his Sisyphus. Ooh. Watch out for his you cannot escape attack. It's the one where you cannot escape. It's that area. It's that area. Alright, I got some eternal turnip seeds. I think I can... Let's see. How many of these are eternal? Not many. Gotta work on the cauliflower too. Oh, that's full. I don't need these sticks. I got a lot of sticks. I don't need this wheat either. There we go. I need a room again. Shoot. Put the cauliflower in here. That way I have more room. There we go. When Sisyphus Prime says, "Be gone," it's a reference to the fact that you will be gone. This has been Fun Facts. Are they fun facts, or are they dead facts? Because you're dead. You are dead. Not big surprise. Okay, brutal. 3 deaths, but also S, so I guess it's something. That is pretty good, honestly. People put a lot of emphasis on the P rank, but frankly, getting to S rank at least is still, like, kind of a challenge. Heck, there's still, like, an option of, like, trying to complete levels as fast as possible. I managed to somehow, in my own free time, I managed to get 8-3, finished in like 7.5 minutes. But I sped through a lot of it. Only did one. I think it was the Blue Skull or something, and I managed to zip through it in like 7.5 minutes, which for me was actually pretty good. Sisyphus Prime, but he's really just heavy weapons guy from TF2. You are dead. Be gone. You are dead. Cry some more. And then he explodes. This will hurt. This will hurt. And he explodes. He should take damage whenever he does that, because he's technically hurting himself because it's a giant explosion. More crops. More lettuce. More wheat, even though I don't really need it. As many of these eggplants, so we'll see how many eggplant things I can get eternalized. This whole like system of them that I'm doing kind of reminds me of like a big tycoon game or something. Or like I'm doing a lot of work for very minimal benefits, and then I'm like slowly but surely scaling everything up. It's funny because I actually don't need to do this much work for it, but I am, because I'm like that for some reason. Oh my god, I wanted to pause the game, but I found the worst moment for it. The exact moment Sisyphus gets out of his funny cube. So I just skipped his whole speech, and now I'm in a fight with no prep time. And now, I am eager to make them remember. I am eager to smack you in the face. I am eager. I am eager. And then I pause immediately. I am eager to make them remember. This will hurt. Be gone. Die. Wait, that's Minos's. Thy end is now. Crush. Actually, idea is a lot of I think that the powers lore kind of talked about that. Like, there's a reason why they like yell out their abilities. Like they yell, "Great sword, spear, lance." Over here, they actually announce what they're doing because it allows them to manifest their abilities better. So I wonder if like Sisyphus and Minos have the same thing, where they have to announce how their attacks work, so that way they can actually manifest them. So in that case, whenever they say "you will die," that is what their ability is called, and they have to say that in order to manifest the ability. So with that being said, it kind of hints at Gabriel not announcing what he does. In that he's actually insanely strong, in the aspect that he doesn't announce what his abilities do. So in the hierarchy of heaven and hell, Gabriel is actually quite insanely strong because he doesn't need to announce his ability to manifest it. So, which in that aspect would actually make him stronger than Sisyphus and Minos, because both of them have to yell out their abilities to manifest them. That's just a crackpot theory that I just now came up with. No, I think they're just very mad. You awoken me from my slumber. How dare you? You will die, and that's my ability. Well, isn't it funny to think of, like, Minos' ability is just crush, die, the end is now. And that's just their ability. Prime Souls are imprisoned because they're a threat to heaven, though. Yeah, Gabriel's a threat to heaven. My point still stands. What do you think of that? Yeah, Gabriel's a threat to heaven. Is Gabriel stronger than a Prime Soul? Problem? I mean, he was able to, like, imprison them in the first place. Bunny says, think a single Prime Soul is enough to take down heaven, so they're stronger than Gabriel. Well, they're able to at least contain it. I mean, it can be a threat. That doesn't mean that they can't, like, be dealt with. Minos said confidently that he was gonna kill Gabriel. Oh yeah, I say either like Minos was gonna go defeat Gabriel, or like Sisyphus was just gonna go up into heaven. Before I tear down the armies of heaven. Well, okay, here's the thing. If you actually send Minos, like put Minos in a sandbox and then have him go fight against like either Gabriel or someone else, they actually lose to them. So at least in Sisyphus' case, what if he's just super egotistical and is like, I'm gonna go fight heaven. I can't right now. I know I'm gonna lose, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I'm Sisyphus and that's what I do. The deal with the Prime Souls are they deal with them with the flesh prisons. They do that because I think they like. Oh wait, that's right. They seal them in the flesh prisons like during the Soul Prime's construction, so that they like seal them away. And the flesh panopticon that they used to seal Sisyphus was like haphazardly made because they were like, shoot, he's already turning. We gotta seal him now. We don't have time for like gimmicks anymore. Seal him away right now. Oh, pause again. Let's see. They weren't prime when Gabriel killed or contained them. True, but that's because they were like normal and then turned into Prime Souls, where they got like a significant power boost at like being reborn into that phase. I feel like we just need more information on what the Prime Souls are, or like what they're capable of. Which maybe we might get that more when P3 comes out and we get a better idea. But I'm still kind of sticking with the idea that Gabriel is really strong because he can manifest his abilities without announcing them. Which kind of goes with how the powers announce their abilities. That's just a crackpot theory I had. I mean, if you think about it, Gabriel was able to, like, kill the Council of Heaven. Presumably all of the Council. Or at least enough to, like, make them really terrified of Gabriel. So surely he's just that much of a threat now? We really have a hard time figuring out the power scale and like how strong some of these characters are. Because like V1 can fight against the armies of hell and heaven with no issue. Why? Because he's just that good. Or is it just that we're really good at respawning and then fighting some more? Like, is it canonical that V1 can respawn, or is he just really adaptive? Like, what are the limits of V1? Like in lore. Is V1 as good as any player in that if any player was able to be really good at brutal difficulty, that would be like basically the best version of V1? Council isn't specialized in being strong. Akita said that it isn't that V1 is strong. I'll wait for you. It's just that the angels are weak. What? Huh. What? Bested by an object. Twice! So the angels of heaven are actually really weak and really bad at their job. Not again. Taz says, maybe P3 boss is the first Prime Soul, because in Menace and Sisyphus, the flesh present in Panopticon terminal entries, there's nothing I can recall about specifically implying them being the first. That's a good point. Unless someone like Lucifer or like some other entity is also like a Prime Soul. I could see like whoever P3 is end up being like a actual Prime, like the Alpha Prime Soul or whatever. Hikita said V1's abilities aren't him being insane. It's a sign that the angels aren't special. That's a good... Okay, I kind of like that interpretation. That's kind of a good point. So... Or... The angels aren't that special because they kind of get destroyed so easily. But, I'm just trying to think about it. So that implies like all of the machines that were made by... Actually, a lot of difficult enemies in the game are machines. Like even the Earth Movers, as an example, was like just the massive hulking behemoth made by humans. So, that and Hell has also taken inspiration from humanity in terms of how humans torture other humans. Which, I really love that bit of world building, that Hell is so, like, fascinated by how humans deal with their own kind. He's like, ooh, I'm going to take inspiration from this. So both Heaven and Hell cannot combat against the insanity that is humanity. But even still, they were able to destroy themselves. But there was still the calamity that happened that wiped out humanity. That it hasn't been confirmed what exactly happened, like whatever this calamity is that caused so much pain and suffering simultaneously. Like, it hasn't been confirmed what that actually was. It's just that it happened. We don't know why it happened. Let's see. Yeah, it's not that V1 is the guy. He's just the end of the story. Hold on, I need to another reset thing. Probably Hell itself learned how the machines work. Something like that. I'm pretty sure there's something with Hell and a connection to what started the calamity, but it's not particularly clear where the connection is. Like, how they are connected. Hijacked all the machines to kill humanity. If that's the case... So, let's see. So, somehow Hell hijacked... Okay, we do know that Hell is kind of infesting the terminals in some case. Because Hell can just kind of start possessing machinery. And I think that was a thing from the P2... Shoot, there was like an ARG that was from at the time that P2 was about to become a thing. I remember that, and it just kind of... excuse me. They just kind of talked about how the terminals were taking them over, or terminals were being taken over by Hell or something like that. wish that was like more accessible. Oh well. Okay, reading up on chat. Hikita said that V1's abilities aren't him being insane. It's a sign the angels aren't special. I've already read that. That's my bad. Hikita also said that canonically V1 never dies. He P ranks all levels first try, and that he's stronger than any Ultra Kill player. He is him. V1 is just V1. All right, so canonically, according to the creator, V1 tries to P rank everything first try and is just that good at fighting against any new threat. Broken fight fraud without a hitch. Humanity is wiped out by humanity, then it's treachery, and that's what the next layer is. Well, they were kind of wiped out. It's not confirmed that humanity itself was the reason why everything was wiped out, because there was an event that was just called the Calamity that killed off whatever humans were left. And what exactly that isn't really explained quite yet. Like what caused the calamity? Something. Well, what's something? I don't know. Something. Yeah, was it like hell pressing the did someone get access to the anti-life equation and just killed everybody? We don't know exactly what caused the calamity. Only that something happened. Humans are just gone now. Where did they go? In hell. They're now all in hell. Every single one of them. Hell is now overrun too. Whatever this calamity is caused hell to get overrun. Heck, it could probably be that God got tired and just was like, nope, I'm just doing the. Let's see. Send to recycling bin. Just reset again. Reset it all. Like, really, it could just be that, like, God pressed the delete button on everyone simultaneously. Since the Lake of Wrath turned into an ocean. Yeah. I think that there was a book in there. I found out about this, like, kind of recently. That there is a book in there that talks about the calamity and how the Lake of Wrath got turned into an ocean. Because it was no longer... Oh, Nerd's here. Hey, Nerd. Hello. But yeah, it was a river before. Yeah. As something happened, some calamity occurred that caused all of humanity to pretty much overwhelm hell in terms of like how many souls were needing to be processed. And got stuck with that. Oh, just to get you up to speed on a Nerd, I got a farm going, trying to work on that. In the meantime, we're talking about Ultra Kill lore. And that's just where we're at the moment. Let's see, it was a river, not a lake. We're talking about that one Bible fanfiction. We're talking about the one, but yeah, Ultra Kill, the coolest Bible fanfiction ever. All the while, me getting frozen all the time, because I'm so good at freezing. Yes, Dante's Inferno. Well, okay, fanfiction of a fanfiction. Ultra Kill. Ultra Kill, more like Ultra Live. You gotta live. We're gonna live no matter what. Also, I keep lagging, and it's Hytale that's doing it, and I keep freezing my character. It's really annoying. Most of Ultra Kill's lore is kind of obvious that it's obvious, not gonna lie. So it's not that up to theory. Yeah, I mean that is because it's based off of Dante's Inferno, which is just like a very like the most popular Christian fanfiction ever. So you get an idea of what everything. Yeah, it's a fanfic of a fanfic. Yeah. I don't know. I think the depiction of fraud has been really good for the fanfiction. They delivered. Rip, and break. No, this thing is unbreakable. Cool. It is breakable. It will break soon. It's just not at max durability yet. Alright, I'm gonna go... okay, place a bunch of these chilies down. And then I'll go sleep really quick and time skip this. There we go. Run to the bed. Need a time skip. Nikita is definitely a world of talents. That's why it ends at a theater. Like Hikita's whole mind about what everything should be is like insanely good. Fraud is meant to be the end of hell enjoyment. Why is that a theater? Oh. Or what was the whole? Or let's see. So the whole entire thing was just all right. So. Oh, wait, that's why it's all in acts. It's all been an act. Literally, like, there's been Act 1, 2, and 3. All of them are different layers. They're all in different acts. And what's at the end of the acts? Yeah, the curtain falls. It turns out you're at a theater. It's all been an act this whole time. Yeah, it's all been an act. Literally. It's been an act. What time's it getting to be? It's I'll see if I'm just thinking about if I wanna win. I wanna stop. No, hell won't kill V1. Maybe in at 9E, but not 9-2. I don't know what I don't think V1 will end up being killed by hell or something. Because I think Hell really likes V1 and is like, new thing, new form of violence. Very cool, very cool. How crazy can I make this? There's no 9E. Oh wait, is there none? Is there no 9 Encore? Oh shoot, actually, I want to check this out really quick. No, not again. Is there actually no 9 Encore? You might hear a sound of Ultra Kill, that's fine. I just wanted to go on Ultra Kill and check it really quick. There it says, I was going to search up if V1 canonically goes to Prime Sanctums, but in the Google search recommendations, if V1 canonically have a U. That actually is a question. I'm pretty sure V1 does, and that's because of like some UI thing. That was like some theory that came up. Encores. No, there is a 9E. There is a 9E. Hold on. That's not me. There is a 9E here. I just went in here really quick to show it off. There is a 9E. There is a 9th Encore. We have lost the plot. Mix up secrets and Encores. Oh, okay. Oh, while we're here, just for a brief moment. I did... Oh, not that. Go back. I just wanted to show off that I had a 9 minute 30-second time on this. Not a P rank variant. That one's still like a 13-20 minute, but I had like a 7.5 minute run on 8.3, which I felt was really good. Okay, I'm gonna close that out now. Pretty sure the Encores aren't going to be in control of Hell. Oh my god, another Ultra Kill streak. Not now. Also, on that, I've been thinking about how I wanted to do the Encores, because I haven't actually done, like, Encore levels yet on here. I kind of want to wait on those and see, like, if there's going to be any more Encore levels. I just kind of want to wait on them. Or let's see. Encores are 100% hell, or V1 going through hell, going through a second time for entertainment blood. Also, there's 9E. I don't know what the bro is talking about. Yeah, I just had to double check that because I thought there was. Okay, my thoughts on what exactly the encores are. I think it is very much after. Actually, wait. Okay, they're all called encores, right? That goes to the theory that everything's an act and everything goes to the theater. Because what's after an act? An encore. So the entirety of Ultra Kill is all an act. It's all been an act from the very beginning. Anyways, that's some food for thought. Yay. Anyways, I think whenever hell, let's see, V1 gets to the bottom of hell, something happens, and now he's got to V1's got to start all over again. Why? Not sure. Okay, hell seems to have kind of frozen over too. Like, Encore 1, you have to. Everything's cold and frozen, and you have to heat everything up. There's even like a whole heat mechanic that you have to deal with, which is kind of neat. I don't think hell is in control of that, though. There's still, like, levels that you technically go through. Like, you can't access areas without, like, defeating enough enemies. Which, I think it's kind of been talked about hell being like, alright, time to see what you can do against this challenge. Like, hell itself is purposefully locking the door and keeping you inside of a death chamber and waiting until you, like, clear it so that you can get out. I think that's canonically why the door's locked behind you. Fish bussing? What kind of name is that? Dean, try Power Skedaddle website. It's awesome. What kind of Power Skill website is that? I don't know. It's probably going to be a never-ending conversation about who may or may not be stronger. Oh, need to get these lower chests. There we go. Power Scuttle is a random character versus random character? I don't really feel like checking that out. It doesn't seem interesting. Also, apologies if it looks like I'm frozen. That's because I am. Hytale just stops me every now and again. Isn't it power scaling? Isn't it also, like, very difficult to power scale in general? Like, it's difficult to power scale some things in general just because of how arbitrarily strong some characters are, and they're like, oh, these characters are this strong, but then it turns out, no, they're not actually that strong. What? What do you mean they're not that strong? They're just not. It's like the Dazzling from My Little Pony or Luffy from One Piece. Why would... That reminds me of, I think my brother showed me some site that tries to power scale everyone together, and it just gets off the wall ridiculous, because like anyone from Kingdom Hearts automatically wins. Why? Because they're all reality warping insane people, because they can jump through different multiverses, and that qualifies them as being like insanely powerful because of that, which they are. But there's other characters that can do that too. It's just they keep putting like Kingdom Hearts characters as being the most powerful. It's kind of a consistent thing, too. Power skedaddle, power scaling. Oop. Oop. Let's see. will say I'm probably going to end stream soon. How soon do I want it? I said 30 minutes from now, an hour ago, and now it's like here. I do have other stuff that I gotta do today, so yeah, shoot. I'm probably gonna be ending the stream pretty soon, unfortunately. Which kind of sucks, because I think right around now is when people are getting out of school, and then they can actually come check the stuff out. Oh well. So, recap on what's been going on today. Honestly, not a whole lot. I mean, you look at this and it doesn't look like a whole lot, but it is. It actually is. I've been farming a lot. And I have a very large amount of life essence due to the amount of farming that I've been doing. How much life essence? Actually, let's go check it out. Let's see, 27 compacted, which is 2,700 plus, that's a 3,200. Let's see, resort that. Actually, can I, like, condense that down anymore just so I don't have to math too hard? Thank you. There we go. 3,539 life essence is what I got here. That's a lot. I can craft a very large amount of seeds with that. It's very cool. Okay, not just seeds I can craft with that, but also saplings. Saplings cost a bit, so at least I have that now. So that is cool. In the future, if I need to, like, place a bunch of saplings down, I got that. Other thing I worked on, of course, kind of worked on the barn area a bit. I wanted to work on the farm animal stuff, but it doesn't seem like they're very well developed, even though they are. I could probably try to find, like, some chickens or something else at some point, but it's just not very developed, and I don't have a lot of room, and there's, like, a lot of terraforming that I need to do if I want to do more of that. I do have a little tree farm area, though, and that's kind of neat. So now I can kind of put trees around in this area and more specifically farm that up. So that's cool. Let's see, plop that all the way. That's great. Right, so reminder, next, I won't be streaming for the rest of this week. We'll be streaming next week, however. And let's see, kind of an idea of what I'll be getting into next week. I want to work on my Roaring Night avatar some more, work on some different after image effects. I have, like, the after imaging technology working. I just kind of want to look into different ways that I can utilize it. Next week, I'm also going to have a stream focused on pretty much amassing as much info as possible about people's ideas for Deltarune Chapter 5, just so I can kind of get, like, an idea of, like, what people are thinking about that. So, I will make a blog post on my YouTube channel soon, at some point later today. It won't be, like, after the stream, but it'll be, like, a bit later today, detailing some stream info about what will happen next week. So stay tuned for that if you're interested in checking out what kind of stuff people might be interested for Chapter 5, because I wanted to make that for a future video. Other than that, probably other streams that I might be doing is either working on my Tenna avatar, the Roaring Night one, or going back into Hytale just for fun, and just trying to chill out with people. That's kind of the plans that I got at the moment. Last minute chat reading. I Not Fish asks, is Hytale worth it? I feel like it is. I mean, it's only $20 for, like, the base version, and I think you get a lot of options for, like, how you want to customize your character. I paid, like, the full extent of the game, and so I can get, like, more customization options as well as just supporting the devs. And I honestly liked it. There's features missing, definitely features missing. I wish that they had, like, some stuff, but they're working on adding new features in over time. So overall, I think they're doing a good job with Hytale. I can't wait to see what new stuff that they get into development. I love the farming. No joke, I like the farming a lot. $20 seems pretty cheap. It is very cheap. There is, like, a full packaged version that you can buy That's like $80, but that's like if you really want to support the devs. Actually, no, I think it's 70. Yeah, I think it's 70, my bad. Oh, right, waiting to see if anyone else has chat stuff. I will be leaving very soon. Anyone have any last minute chat questions? Getter Prime. Funny, is your profile pic a Minos Prime cat? Yeah, it is. Getter Prime. Alright, I think that's gonna be it. Thank you very much, Not Fish, Funny, Taz, a nerd, just some stuff, Kevin, Alexis, let's see, the real Spamton, the real Spamton, the genuine real Spamton even talks in this text thing, Sarcasm, and many, many more for stopping by for today. Oh wait, Not a Fish asks, do you like Rhythm Heaven? Not at the moment. I'm not a huge fan of rhythm games, frankly. I can see where they can be fun, it's just not something that I'm very into. Maybe one day you'll understand that I'm actually Tazio, but that's okay. Tazio? I'll either I'll either say Taz or Tazio. Okay, how do you pronounce the I and the O? Is it Taz-io? Tazio? Tazo? I need that for the future. If you're gonna be something, but I need to make sure I actually like say it right instead of Tazon. I read it as like Tazon you sorry. It's something on Italian. I'll just try to say Taz. I'll just try to keep up saying Taz. Sorry. All right, I'll be heading out now. Thank you all so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed that, at least some amount, and you all have a good night. Goodbye, everybody.